Ooh, 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 ooh. Ladies, gentlemen, gamers, and fellow Tower of God, lovers, enjoyers, enthusiasts, Season 4 waiters, and Tower of God, Urek side story, glazers and haters. Welcome one, welcome all, and welcome back. It has been yet another 2 weeks, and we are finally here, back once again, to read some more Tower of God, Urek Mazino side story chapters. And I say we, because as always, it is not just me, Chris Allen, your voice of the tower. But we have the OG, the one and only, the holy but also unholy A-rank guide spectacular, Adrian.
Yo, what up, man?
What's going on, Adrian? So, it's been 2 weeks. We're here once again. We have updated the stream viewership screen with a new POV cam, as people will probably notice first more than anything, because it's very different from the last POV we had, which was the Snake Man. We have slightly updated the tier list, and we have now added a signifier for what music is being played. Let us know if you enjoy that or not, because I'm pretty sure it won't get in the way of any of the chapter stuff. But either way, just for informational purposes, in case anyone liked any of the songs here. But either way, we are here once again. It's been 2 weeks, and you know what that means? We need a recap. And who better to give us the recap than the one, the only, the A-rank guide, Adrian.
Yep. All right. So in the last 2 chapters, we were still in the third floor in a little village or whatever. I forget what it's called.
The Loser Town.
Loser Town, founded by Garam and Encho.
Yes.
And we were just getting to the point where they were about to vote. And, we had a bunch of secret shadow government meetings with Urek, Garam, and the mayor. And the mayor's like, you know what? F it, bro. We're just gonna
fix the vote.
Stop the count, fix the vote, voter fraud, and it'll be all cool, man. No one's gonna notice. It's totally fine. It's not like literally overwhelming support for staying. Like you know what I mean? Like, and when he started revealing the vote, people were like, hell nah, bro. Like, I did not vote for that shit. Like, people were already suspicious. Like,
now,
anyways,
I do want to say something. We're gonna get into it, because already before we started, we were kind of getting into it, but there's a lot of nuance, I think, to what Encho was doing. Because at first, I was on this guy's side. I was like, man, he's making sense here. This is what I would do. It's for the greater good. It makes sense. It's good. But as Adrian will reveal to us, and as if people are watching this literally right after the last episode, you'll know, it's not all as it seemed. But go on, Adrian. What happened?
It was like a Phoenix Wright episode. Do you have that song in your playlist, like the Phoenix Wright music? You know what I'm talking about?
I do not.
Oh, okay, shoot, that'd be the perfect time to play it. But like, dude, it was like he was hitting him with the objection. It's like, let me see the ballots, and then he does his little magic thing. He's like, look, fingerprints.
I do want to.
No one really questioned the fact that he could do that, but
yeah, I was gonna say, I do want to say, like, I'm a little hesitant to say this because it's Urek, but let's just forgo that fact, because people will understand what that means soon enough. But I really feel like, I'm sure SIU planned this. Like, I'm sure SIU knew Bayek Ryun's power ahead of time. But it feels awfully coincidental that, like, the exact thing that was needed was the exact thing he had. It feels like almost too perfect. Like, it's fitting right into the puzzle piece. It's like,
Bro just happened to have Moody Blue from
exactly.
JoJo's.
I said that last episode too. Exactly.
Yeah, and I recycled it.
Good.
So, yep, that kind of worked out. We did skip over a little bit because the voting thing didn't happen immediately in the last episode. I think the way we started from was like when Garam met with Urek, who just captured the little snake man and was with the princess as well. So it was kind of like this like Spider-Man pointing at each other moment where like
whoa, what
Garam
are you
thought
doing
Urek
here?
was on her side. Yeah, but Urek is kind of on the nameless princess's side at the same time, because he's like, yeah, I'll totally kill Jihad for you. But as you know, Garam is kind of pro
Still
jihad
a
at the moment.
princess, yeah. Now, obviously,
So
we know where she ends up. She's very against jihad, I think, later
yeah,
on. But
this is kind of a throwback to a mainline talk if you really think about it, because Bomb kind of floats in between like pro jihad and anti jihad forces, kind of on the regular. Like this is
really,
kind of like the first time where that kind of happens to yeah, I mean like a good example would be in Dorsey and when he joins Fug and stuff like that, like what is it, like workshop battle type
I
stuff?
don't
Is it
really
workshop
think.
battle?
I
Yeah,
don't
when they
know.
first figure out that he's Juvial Grace or whatever, like, and Dorsey doesn't know that that's Bomb, but then she figures out and she's like, wait a second, this dude's part of Fug,
Oh,
sort of thing. Like, there's like
oh,
this
that's what
awkward
you
moment
mean. Yeah, that's what you
where
mean.
it's like
Yeah,
this whole
yeah,
time she was like, I have to obliterate this person because
yeah. Okay, obliterate's a little strong, but yeah, she's like, yeah, I gotta take care of him. But then it's Bomb,
yeah,
and she's like, oh, what the hell?
yeah, and then like there's the obvious moments where Yuri's interfering with helping out Bomb and stuff like
As
that,
she
but like she
always
has to kind of
does.
be on the like last station, right, where she's like, oh, I dropped my Black
The
March
Black
or
March,
whatever.
yeah, my
hmm
ass.
Yeah, or pretends to fight Karaka in the beginning.
That shit was
Yeah,
so funny. Oh
that
my
was pretty funny,
god.
dude. Last Station is kind of goated. It ranked high in our tier list. I
It
remember.
did. I think every single season or every single arc of season 2 was ranked
I'm
very
enjoying
high.
many blue jeans.
Season 2 is very good.
Ooh, thank you, Pagoost, for the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and welcome. You're here pretty
Just in
much
time.
nearly at the beginning. Yeah, we're just starting,
Yeah.
really. And we started an hour late, too. I forgot to mention that. We are an hour late on the live side of things. For those of you who watch the VOD, this won't matter. But we were a little late today, but it's fine. Same day, no problem.
Yeah, it's me to blame. I had some personal stuff.
That's okay. It's just an hour, and
It
most
is
of the
what it
people
is.
probably already know this anyway, because it's not like it's not out already. So, you know,
Yep.
I think 100% of the people who are watching this series, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, have already seen this and already kind of know what's happening.
That's true. Yeah. But as long as we have it on YouTube, it could maybe one day, the new people can like check out the series. That's what I kind of like about YouTube. It just kind of stays there.
Yes.
So people can always like revisit it.
Yes. Oh, we have some good news on the webtoon.
It's like a library.
What is that? What is the
Oh,
good
on the
news?
webtoon end?
Yes.
Oh, do we have a date on TOG season 4?
Oh no, I'm
That's
scared.
the only good news that I can think of.
I'm scared. There's no way. I'm scared.
Or Urek season 2. Imagine they're like, yeah, we're not going to
I don't
continue.
think.
I feel like that would be, people would consider that bad news.
I was gonna
think.
say I don't think people would like that. I would like that. They're rethinking release schedule and pushing for simultaneous release. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that would be
Holy
sick.
shit, that's so good.
Yeah, like what is stopping them from doing that? I feel like it's kind of all over the place too, because I think like other countries, like Eastern countries, also have like a slight delay, but not as much as like America. Like it's kind of all over the place.
That's
I think
ridiculous.
Uniform would be great.
Yeah, fucking webtoon. I remember they did this shit. This is like a slight tangent, but they did this shit for fucking Xbox and PlayStation back in the day with DLC, especially with COD. Yo, if you were on the good side, you loved it. If you were on the bad side, you hated it. You got the DLC a month later, and you were just suffering while like the other side was playing the DLC, and you were like, man, this
All
sucks.
spoilers and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
but hey,
oh
I didn't
my
have to pay
god.
for online because I had a PS3.
Yeah, and you got the DLC early. That was so messed up, man. I was on Xbox. I
No,
hated it.
Xbox had the DLC early back in the day.
Oh yeah, no, they did.
At
And then
least when
they
I used to play.
switched. They
Yeah,
switched,
when
yeah.
PSN was free, but then PSN became paid, and then it kind of switched at some point, I think. Yep.
Oh, so they did like a test run with rom-coms and they noticed increase in traffic. Well, no fucking duh, they're gonna notice an increase in traffic because guess what? Why do people pirate? And I will reference Gabe Newell here because Gabe Newell kind of has this mostly right. They pirate when they kind of have to. People don't necessarily want to pirate. They do it as like an alternative when the product isn't good enough, right? Why would people go to webtoons and wait for the English one when they could go online right when the Korean one comes out, or maybe a little bit after, and actually see it rather than wait God knows how long for the English one? It literally doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
No
That's why
wonder.
everyone hates Crunchyroll too.
Yeah, it's like no
Same
wonder
reason.
people are coming here. Yeah, because it's finally out and they don't have to go to some shady site where they're gonna click and get 5 different pop-ups about things I can't mention, or I don't want to mention on the stream here. I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about though, but
Yeah, speaking of rom-coms, you want to go check out Webtoon real quick and see the front page?
should we do this now or should we do it at the end? I feel like we should do it at the end.
Should we do it at the end? Will we remember?
I'll remember.
Okay. I'm betting the whole front page is full of rom-coms.
We'll see. We like to do this
The
often
meta.
sometimes, yeah, but the expanded Urek Fast Pass of Webtoon is complete before you can go only 5 chapters in advance and you go all the way to the end. Oh, wow! Okay, damn.
Damn.
Okay, they're really getting you with the bang for your buck. Too bad we're not doing
+1
that.
for Webtoon, man.
Finally, they're doing some
Yeah.
stuff good. Some, but we'll see.
Now they could just like keep the rom-coms to like one section instead of like exploding the entire website. Like,
Well, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's see if it's still like that. You know, it probably is,
mm-hmm.
but I like to try to be fair.
Yeah.
But either way, so back to the recap here. So where were we at? They were counting the vote. Well, actually, before the vote. So Urek revealed he's gonna kill Jihad for the princess, and then Garam was like, "Yo, what the hell?" And I
Mm-hmm.
want to say this too. If you didn't know mainline Tug, you would think Urek is really going to end up with the Nameless Princess and not Garam. I don't know how
Yeah.
they're going to finesse it right now, and obviously they're going to, but I don't know how the fuck they're going to finesse Urek falling for Garam, because it really does not look that way at all, like, yet. I really thought it would be like a
Mm-hmm.
love at first sight sort of thing, but Urek is kind of just whatever, like, honestly. With
I
her, at
totally
least.
agree. Yeah. Nameless Princess seems like more of a mainstay than Garam.
I hope she don't die.
Yeah, we'll see.
Not like Rue. Poor Rue, man.
I'm
He
really
lives
hoping
on
we
in
get to
that hat.
see some of the characters from Urek and Tog. Like, not even
Mainline?
like the big ones, like just like some random ones. Like, you know what I mean? Like the best example would probably be Elaine. Is it Elaine? What's her name? Lopobia, what's her face? Not Elaine. That's
Evelyn?
Kaiser. Evelyn, yeah, there you go.
Evelyn would be cool,
Yeah.
man.
Cause she's gotta be like a ranker by the time, or maybe or close
Or
at
dead.
least. Or dead, yeah.
But then the queen will live on. Hopefully we see the queen, yo. I want to see the
Dude,
queen.
yeah, so imagine she's like some super strong freaking
She goes back to normal size again. She like grows up again. She goes back to what
and
she
she's just
was.
commanding that thing, yeah.
She has the crown still too.
Like it's Godzilla.
Yeah.
Queen was no joke. But anyways, so that whole shenanigans happened. I forget how it ended up. I think they ended up all on the same side,
I don't
right? Like
remember. I don't
Nameless
even think it
Princess or
really
whatever.
matters, but
Yeah, we can skip that. So back to the Ace Phoenix Wright thing or whatever. We had
yes.
that whole moment. So, you know, the mayor essentially gets exposed.
And show.
Everyone's like, yeah, this is kind of messed up. And then Urik's like, okay, plan B, let's get it. So he
And
flies up.
I called this out, by the way. I called this
Mm-hmm.
out early on, and I said, why doesn't Eric just do this, right? Because they were saying, yeah, let's just kill all of them. I was like, they don't even need to do that. They just need to threaten them. And Eric's threat is a very easy threat. Because it's like, if you. Because again, I can even see it being like the case where they might think he's a family head, right? They don't know what the family heads look like. So if you see a guy floating, creating a giant fucking death ball like he's Frieza, and he's saying, I'm gonna kill you, what are you gonna think? Like, I wouldn't blame them for thinking it's a family head, but even beyond that, right? At the end of the day, and Adrian and me were discussing this before, at the end of the day, these people here are basically pussies. They are here because they are scared to go up and they think it's safe. Once you show them it's not safe, which Eric is obviously doing, they're gonna run away. Whether they go up the tower, outside this town, they're not staying there. Because Urek, I mean, obviously we know he's not gonna do it. It's Urek. Despite him bullshitting like Traumarai, he's not gonna do it. But it doesn't matter. It's the threat of him doing it. I think they should have just did that from the beginning. But they tried to be nice, and I want to give the respect. And we already kind of did this, but I want to give him the respect he deserves. I really wish they showed a transition, right? I don't remember how much they did it with Prince, but the Chud was like doing the right thing and like petitioning and like throwing out flyers and stuff. He was what is that called? God damn it. It's protesting, I guess, kind of.
Protesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was like
we called it.
protesting for the people to leave and I was like, "Wow, I really did not expect that from the Chud at all." Like the Chud really.
We need new moments like that because we don't get to see the rest of the squad that often. It's always just like the main character show.
Yeah, I
And these
want to
people just
love
kind
the
of tag
Chud.
along.
Like the Chud still has the gem in his head too, but it's like I want like a transition or like a little
Mm-hmm.
character development arc where we see them kind of change. I don't want to just like skip to the change. I want the in
Yep.
between time.
Character development. Mm-hmm. Little moments like this matter in a story, I think.
I do. I do want the Chud to be the new Prince, low key, because he kind of just looks like the chuddy version of the Prince, right? Like
Yeah.
he kind of got the same color hair. I mean, listen, he's not Prince. I will always say that he's not Prince. Prince was cooler. He was a little asshole at first,
Mm-hmm.
sure, but Prince was cooler. I'm not saying I love the Chud. I just find it funny. Like this guy is doing the right thing when he was the biggest asswipe there was here. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. So Urek manages to evict everyone, right?
Yes,
So
but before we go to that, I do want to discuss. I mean, this is kind of related anyway because we see it after he evicts everyone anyway. Why the fuck was Bayek Ryun just hounding Encho, saying like, "Oh, you're lying to them. You rigged the vote. You did this. You did that." Right?
mm-hmm.
And at first,
Right.
we were all like, "Wow, why is he doing this? He's just being an asshole." Right? Like, yes, he is exposing a lie, but I went over the moral philosophy of like, if you're hiding a guy from a murderer and the murderer asks you where he is, do you lie or do you tell the truth? Obviously, 99% of people will lie, right? They're like, oh yeah, he's not here, I don't know. If you tell the truth, you're kind of damning the guy. Now, obviously, you could just beat the shit out of the murderer too, but assuming that doesn't happen, right? This is where we kind of didn't understand at first why Bayek Ryun was doing this. And obviously his power was showing him what's the truth. So he seems to be a pretty moral guy for the most part. But the morality, at least at first here, didn't make sense why he's doing this because it's just making things difficult and it's putting the people in peril. Now, we come to find out soon why that might not fully be the case, but I'll leave that to Adrian here.
So he kind of exposes the fact that Encho is behind a lot more than just the vote changing, right? Like his motivations kind of go beyond just
We
trying to get everyone out of here. So
we found that out
we
later though.
learn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, do you not want me to bring that up right now?
Well, you can if you want to, because it's all connected, but that's like the last
Right.
thing we saw.
Yeah, so we were kind of having some sort of like dilemma. It was kind of like a roller coaster emotion, which is why I'm like referring it to like Phoenix Wright sort of thing, because it was just like a lot of back and forth.
We really
Um,
switched. Like I really feel like
hmm
I switched sides like mid episode. I was like, holy shit, wait a minute. Which I like. I
yeah.
actually really like that.
And it's kind of important, like the words that Bayek was using too, because he was calling him like selfish and a lot of this other stuff too, and it didn't seem selfish at first, because like, well, why would this be selfish? Like he's obviously doing this to save everyone, right? But then it turns out that the real motivation is because he's trying to stick with Grom, because he actually, like, I guess he likes Grom.
I
It
think
would
so
be the best
too.
explanation.
I think
Yeah.
I called this out last episode. If I didn't, I'm gonna say it here too. I have a feeling he might turn more evil, kind of, because I think he's gonna
Mm-hmm.
get jealous of Urek. I think there's gonna be a lot of jealousy because
Yeah,
I'm getting
we've already
some.
seen the seed there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm getting some major simp vibes from him. Like he really wants to stick to Garam here. I almost keep calling her Mashni for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, we were calling her Mashni earlier. Oh well. But yeah. So the simp vibe. So there's like a lot of ways that
Oh
this could go
my!
wrong with this character.
I forgot. Urek called him less than dust because Urek found out too, right?
Oh yeah, that was because he was the one, because we didn't really get up to this part yet, but like he's the one who was spreading the sickness essentially. He was kind of doing the bidding of the rankers of the
How did
floor.
Urek find that out though?
He followed him at some point, I remember.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He like
Okay,
tailed him when he did like the secret meeting with the
the ranker
whatever.
or
It was kind of
the
something that
test
happened.
admin.
I think it happened before he even did the vote change thing. Like there was like this random scene where Urek was just tailing him, and we didn't really know why. And then it all kind of added up at the end, where
A
yeah, that
rare
was the
moment
reason.
when Urek actually is doing exactly what he needs to
hmm
be doing and being smart, whereas other times he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it was very like out of character, kind of. Which I don't know. It's like out of character, but in character at the same. Because you would expect Urek to be very sharp with like how powerful he is and like his supernatural senses or whatever. Because sometimes he's just like for example, when he was fighting Mono, like the camera girl or whatever, he was just on point, like just everywhere. And then like a second later, he can get kicked by like the nameless princess or something
And
crazy. I don't
cut
know.
and bleed,
And
yeah.
cut, yeah, and all this other stuff. But like he's like moving at the speed of light
He's the
when
Flash,
it's against
essentially.
Mono. Yeah, it's like he's literally there and then he's not there, and has enough time to like point the middle finger at the camera.
Yeah, while it's taking a photo, so like, obviously that's
Mm-hmm.
not the speed of light, I don't think, but it's definitely,
Yeah,
maybe it is the speed of light, I don't
hyperbole is what
know.
I'm trying to say here, but
Yeah, yeah. It's ridiculous.
yeah, it doesn't really make sense. So sometimes he's very powerful, sometimes he's not. And then like the other time when like There was that moment where Danzon was fighting that Ranker. Urek, like, immediately U-turns from fighting that other shiny one. I forget his name. The one that looks like the guy from Monster.
John
Um,
Liebert.
John Liebert, yeah. And then, like, in 2 seconds, just, like, flies over and then just kills the other Ranker that Danzon was fighting. Like, that
Oh
was another
my,
moment where I was like, dude, how the hell? He just, like, space-time warped
yes,
and
but
just got there. So,
meanwhile, the regulars, when like they were trying to get the crown, like he had to like catch up to them. He did, but it's like it wasn't
hmm
instant. It's like what the fuck?
yeah, it's like
But
some inconsistency
yeah, but to
and
go
how
over
locked in he is.
yeah, to go over what Pagoose said here, right? So, and obviously this extends to you too, Adrian, but he's saying this Eric seems more cold than mainline. I'm half half with that, right? Eric in mainline doesn't like bullies, and I think in this one he doesn't like it too. But in this one, it's a little weird, right? He says people will be selfish and stuff, but I really feel like he's doing the trauma eye, right? He's saying these things and he's kind of treating them. He's saying he's like viewing them a certain way, but when we see his actions, he's very helpful. I mean, obviously not as helpful as like oh god, what the fuck was his name? Who's the Guns N' Roses guy? Fuck.
Rohan.
Rohan, yeah, Rohan. So Rohan is obviously like big homie, right? Urek is
hmm
sometimes big homie, not as much as Rohan, but Urek is big homie sometimes. He might not be like the most verbal about it, and I really think it's some traumatized shit, right? Where he's like, "Oh yeah, you're this, you're that," but I really feel like it does not translate. I don't know if this is like what SIU wants to do, or if it's just like a failure on his part. I don't want to say failure; it kind of sounds wrong, but like a, nah, I'll just say failure. It's like a weakness in the writing here. I don't know, but I think Urek is still really nice, right? Because and we've seen him be nice too, especially with these like weak people like Rue and stuff. Oversight, thank you, Bagoose. So it's weird, right? I think he's coming off for sure a little bit more cold and stuff, but this is where I think we just don't see him a lot in mainline. I mean, we see him a little bit, but I don't know. In mainland, he's just not put into a lot more positions, so he's not given like enough time to really maybe say what he wants. But I do feel like he is a lot chiller in mainline than here. Here, I still think he's chill because he has comedic moments. Like in here, he's sometimes playful. And again, the biggest example is when Puppy died. Right when Puppy got fucking murked. I thought Eric was gonna blow a gasket at Lapis, right? But then the next scene, he sees Lapis and he's just calm, like he's holding it in. And I'm like, wow. At one point he seems pissed as fuck because we saw what he did to the bull, right? He fucking violated the bull. But then in another scene, it's like, yeah, he's even more pissed allegedly, but then he can hold it in and he's like fine and he's like joking with Lapis almost a little bit. I'm like, huh. He's very variable. I find Eric to be very variable and kind of a little bullshitty, but I do think he comes off a little bit more dickish and he tries to be kind of like we're seeing kind of parts of him where he's trying to be godlike, like yeah, you guys are so below me, humans are this that, like he's not a part of them, right? Like he's like, oh yeah, you guys are greedy, but again, what does he say? He still gives them the opportunity and he does want to observe them. So there's what he says, there's what he does, and then I think there's like a general interest. I mean, who knows, maybe he'll get convinced, right? Maybe Rue had a little bit of effect on him, but I've been talking enough. What do you think, Adrian?
Yeah, very similar. The way I would describe is that he's like inconsistent, like more inconsistent here than he is in like mainline talk. Like mainline talk, it can kind of feel like it's one character, but like I think in this side story, or it kind of feels like he's like maybe like two-faced, or like I think a better example would be like he's kind of holding a facade a lot of the time, and then like sometimes he takes it off and then like gets serious, and then he goes back to like just playing around.
Mm.
That would be like the nice way of saying it, but like the other way of saying it, just like the writing's just a little inconsistent with his action. It just doesn't make sense. And
Mm.
I'm kind of leaning more so there, just because the fact that like he's not really locked in half the time. When like it seems like this stuff should be like easy for him. And then
Yes.
there's times where it's like it's kind of the opposite, where it's like you wouldn't expect him to do something like that, because like in the past few like chapters or whatever, his performance has been like, yeah, he's obviously still Urek or whatever, but like he's not like teleporting across the map to like kill somebody. It's I don't know. It's like well, why didn't he do that to someone else? You know what I mean? Like previous. It's just very inconsistent. So
I
yeah, I'm
think
not a
it's
huge fan
just
of it.
I think it's just like at some points, and maybe it's a failure on our part, maybe, but I think at some points it's definitely trying to be comedic. I usually take the whole
Hmm.
mono thing as comedic. That's just comedy, right? We're not supposed to
Yeah, I'm
take it
okay
too
with that.
seriously. But it's
Yeah.
weird to kind of say like we don't fully know when that's the case always because of the inconsistency. So it's weird.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like, don't let him be too variable all the time. Like if we're gonna have him locked in, then he has to be more locked in like more often. Otherwise, just keep him stupid then. Like I mean, this is younger Urek. If you want to just keep him stupid, I think that's a better path to go, like narrative wise, because if Urek is dumb, then it gives the characters more time to shine because like there'll be more moments where like he can't really help because he's like busy goofing off like doing
He's
something
not
else or
perfect. He's not perfect.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would prefer that from like a narrative perspective because like really what I think what the Urek story is missing right now in this second side of it, and I think Pagusa said this before, is that like the side characters have just been kind of sidelined, and now it's just all the fresh faces are like showing up. Like we have LATUR show up, we have the mayor, we have Garam, Bayek Ryun, and like everyone else is just kind of on the
They're
sidelines. Like
there and we
everyone
don't even know what they're doing. They're just we
yeah,
know
and
they're
these people
there.
have been they spent so much time because everyone was complaining like why are we in the first floor for so long yada yada and like all this time with all these characters just to have them like sidelined and do nothing and even towards the end of the floor of tests like you were still kind of feeling that sideline thing where it's like wouldn't you expect them to kind of like play more of a role especially like for
No.
just to complete like the floor sort of thing. I don't know,
This is
like give them
where
more of
I
a chance.
think
I mean they did give Neo and what's his face Rue like they're
we're
kind of like ending or whatever I guess, so that was something, but
yes.
post that all the other characters just don't feel like they matter anymore, minus that, which is why I like the protesting scene so much, that like kind of like
The chud
made
is
me
still
feel better
here.
because we get to
Yeah.
see them, yeah, so
So one thing I'll
yeah.
say is I do feel like we're kind of speed running it, and we said this before, maybe it's just the pacing, which is very sad if it is, because there's just nothing we could do about that. But one thing I will say, and to kind of address what you said here about the teammates dying, I think Uruk doesn't necessarily care about some of the people here. Yeah, they're here. Yeah, he doesn't have a problem with them coming along, but he does not care about them. And I think the perfect example of that is the blonde guy who had the sword, right? The
Hmm.
weapon that Mago created for him. I think
Yeah,
Uruk did not really care about this guy, didn't interact with him. He didn't give a fuck. And I think that's fine, right? I think it's kind of the same thing because I think Uruk cares about who he interacts with and who he kind of vibes with. And if he doesn't vibe with you, he's really not going to go the extra mile unless it's very, very convenient. I really don't think he cares, and I think that's kind of just where it ends. But
yeah, I
I
think that's
fully
fair.
agree. Yeah, I fully agree that the regulars kind of feel like NPCs. And one thing that is kind of happening, and again, it's kind of like speed running it, right? We are dealing with some stuff now where it's like only Urek can really get involved now, right? Look at Mago. Mago's fighting a family head. What the fuck are the regulars gonna do here? The best thing they could do is evacuate, right? Like that. That's I feel like what they should be doing if they even knew what's going on. The stakes have to get high because Urek's here. It's like Urek is smurfing, right? It's like if he's here, there's going to be like opposite forces that are hopefully going to be near his level. And then there's regulars, and it's like, man, you should not even be here. It's kind of like what happened with Bomb in the final thing with Traumarai and Gusting. It's like, why the fuck is everyone else here? They really shouldn't be. But either way, yeah, and I think they lost their personality too. I think we just are going too fast, and we're not seeing them do anything, and he's just trying to like fast track it. Like exactly the Rohan like and Ruin them drinking soda. I really like that because there was like nice chivis and stuff. Man, oh my god, they didn't have to get high. They could have built up this. I know. But again, it seems like it's literally just being speed run. But what do you think, Adrian? I'm pretty sure you think the same thing.
No, I think you pretty much got it. Yeah, just be reiterating stuff. I agree. Yeah, they need to change it up. Well, I mean, there's options, right? Because there's the pacing, and then there's like, you kind of have to sacrifice if they want to finish the story so fast. But
So one thing I'm
yeah, I don't
curious
know.
about, right? And it's like, how does SIU win here? Because if people dislike Urek, in one instance, wouldn't they be kind of glad it's getting speedrun? I mean, obviously they wouldn't know,
Right.
right? But in one instance, it's getting speedrun, so it might be over sooner. But then people are going to complain because it's not being done as well. But then if SIU slows down, gives it time, people are going to be like, man, we want season 4. Why is this going on for so long? So obviously you can't please
Hmm.
everyone, but I feel like it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't, in a way.
I think
But
audiences just don't know what they want sometimes.
Oh yeah.
which is
Oh
kind of
yeah.
like a
We know that.
sad thing. Like you have to be careful when you say that because like a lot of game companies like to say that too. They're like, oh, the audience don't know what they want, and then they'll sell like a $80 shitty game or whatever with a
Yeah,
bunch of
piece of
bugs and be
bullshit.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
They
it's the
don't
audience.
fully
But
know what they want. You can't. I think the better thing
yeah,
is you can't give them everything. You can give them some
exactly.
stuff. You can't give them everything they want.
I think we kind of like we shifted gears way too fast. Like we went from going very, very slow, which I personally
I
loved. Like
love
I
that too.
enjoyed the beginning a lot.
I like that
And then we
too.
just went from that to just like, hitting the
Speed
gas. So it's
racer.
like you kind of upset both groups. Um,
There's no winning.
I don't know.
There's no winning with what
Yeah,
he
it's like
did.
no winning. So it's like he tried to like placate both by like,
And
making
then
the
he
beginning
pleased no
satisfy
one.
one and then yeah.
Yeah. And
hmm
and
But who
Pagoose is
knows? It
saying
might be
there's
better
another
when you
part.
can read the whole thing from the beginning. Because like
And
we still are reading chapter to chapter and like I know that is having an effect on my enjoyment right now.
even then though, I
Like
think there's an
it's
undisputable like shift in speed. Like even if we were to do it
yeah.
like
No, I
before,
agree. I agree. But if I had all the chapters on hand, I can go at whatever pace I wanted to read to, like
it would help, but I think we've
that would
definitely
help.
taken a hit in terms of just what we're going through.
Yeah. After everything's out, I might just,
Do it
when I have
again.
some free time, just casually read through it again. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I
We'll
tend to.
see.
I mean, we're gonna be waiting for season 4 anyways, so
Yes.
I got time.
So either
But
way,
yeah, I
back to the
mean,
recap.
yeah, we're not even up to the next. I mean, we are up to the next chapter, but so we got the reveal that Encho, the
It's
mayor,
a
is
is a
not as
simp.
not as he was just kind of doing. You can't even say if he's doing the right thing. I mean, it was purely
I will
selfish,
say,
but it just kind of leaned in the right direction.
yeah. Now Adrian said this before we started, and I
Mm-hmm.
heavily agree with it. And I'm going to say it here because it's very apt. I think the biggest thing is Ensho didn't do something that evil. Is it greedy and selfish? Absolutely. Is it kind of bad? Yes, but it's kind of bad in the sense of like he put the people at risk, right? It was a risky plan. It paid off, right? Things didn't go
Mm-hmm.
too badly, but it's kind of like if something went wrong, it could have went really wrong, and you put that in position to happen. So he kind
Right.
of got lucky, and he got lucky, and nothing bad really happened, which is good. But it could have easily went bad, and he kind of made things risky. So for normal tower standards, it was not that bad, I don't think. But we're getting into the thing of like the argument isn't becoming he's good. The argument is becoming, hey, he's not as bad as the other stuff, which is like, That's not. We're changing the argument now from he was good to hey, he's not as bad as the rest of them.
Yeah,
So
to be honest, I kind of like it. I prefer this version of him than if he was just like the pure good person that we thought he was when we first saw him. Like he just seemed like such an altruistic leader. Like, oh yeah, we got to help all these people. Yada. I kind of like that he has like sort of like a little bit of a darker side or a more selfish side to him. And I'm
mm,
hoping that they, SA just doesn't throw it out later and just make him like a super simp and try to attack Urek or do something foolish. Like
mm.
keep him a little complicated. Like I don't know, make the characters like
I like
I
that
don't
you
know.
said that. Do something foolish like attack Urek. Yeah, I truly wonder because I think Urek is like okay with him, right? I would say he's
Mm-hmm.
probably on the same level as like the blonde guy. It's like I don't think Urek really cares for him. I don't think Urek's gonna do anything against him. But if he attacks Urek, well, number one, it's not gonna do anything. But number two, how would Urek take that? I don't think Urek would really care because remember what Urek said: "You're nothing to me." Now he didn't
Yeah.
say it kind of like with too much mean intention. He just said like, yeah, like I just don't even think of you, like you're nothing. So it's interesting. Now, is Urek just saying that? Is he actually meaning that? Who knows? Well, the one thing I will say, I don't know why I thought of this right now, right? But obviously, we know this is gonna end. Like season one is of Urek is gonna end eventually. I really hope we get to see that fucking Edwan fight, man. I would love that shit. But I don't think it's in the lore. I mean, as far as we know, they could always retcon it. But as far as we know, Urek never fought Edwan that we know of, right? Like we know he fought Han and he beat Han, right, on floor 100 allegedly, if that's still canon, because it's a
Mhm.
blog post only. But there's no recollection you have of it being mentioned by the tower people or anywhere in the tower that he did fight Edwan, right?
Right, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, and this is where you would think that Pagoost, right? You would think, okay, wow, this guy can level the city, no issue, right? But as we've seen people see Urek do crazy shit, right? He is a regular doing crazy shit, but people still want to test him and fuck with him. Why? This happened all the time on the floor of tests, especially in the beginning. And I kept asking that, right? I kept asking, how much are these people going to have suspension of disbelief here, where they see Urek doing things no regular can possibly be doing in a million years, and they're just like, I guess it's just weird. It's like, it doesn't make sense. I agree with you, but at the same time, people were being fucking stupid. So it's like, I don't know. But either way, back to you, Hairline.
No, I mean that's pretty much it. I can continue with the recap now.
Yes.
We'll pretty much just wrap it up here. So they make it to the next floor, and they immediately get attacked by LATUR. Or at least, do they make? I think they do make it to the next floor, right? Like,
They
they're
do.
not just like in some random area in the same floor. Okay, yeah.
Did
One
we
thing I want
skip
to point
any
out,
floors?
I didn't see Bayek Ryun with them. That's the one thing I.
At the end, I think they showed that off, right? Because I think right before they went to the next floor, after like Encho the simp was like, simping, I think they showed Bayek Ryun outside whatever place they were, and he was like kind of following along a little bit. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he's kind of tailing them. Like he maybe he had cold feet to leave immediately, so he didn't go with the group, or maybe he just doesn't feel like he wants to be.
I'm remembering now too. Wasn't there like some sort of prophecy or something? He said like, "Oh, he's waiting for someone, and he thinks that someone finally is Urek now."
Right. No, I think he did mention something like that. Yeah.
And then they probably
That's
saw
right.
Urek do ranker level feats and thought that was the limit. And as they as rankers thought they could handle. No, I'm not even talking about the rankers. I'm talking about the regulars. The regulars are seeing this stuff. Remember in the stupid test fight with Danjon when like they were wrestling at first and he fucking violated Danjon? Like as a regular, how are you seeing this? And like you're justifying it. I don't get it.
They're like
I
one
don't
track
get
mind.
it.
They're just cheering him on. They're like, yeah.
I guess, but it's like they're just being stupid. Did any regular test this gangster? The nameless princess a bunch of times. Now, granted, I don't know if we
She'll
want to
still
count
do
her.
it. She
Yeah, and
still
she'll
hasn't
still
learned her
do it,
lesson.
bro. She don't care. I mean, in a way, I kind of respect it, but like, bro, she don't care. You didn't see those feats. I guess you're kind of right. Yeah, so there is some explanation for it. I
Well,
guess
everyone saw the spirit bomb now, right? So
I would hope
there's no
so.
excuse.
Are we gonna say like, oh, what they were inside? They didn't know they were in the bathroom? Like, what the fucking bullshit? But anyway,
That is possible.
yeah. With this fucking the way this story is going, maybe. But yeah. What the fuck were we saying though before? I was getting somewhere.
Bayek Ryun trying to follow Urek,
Yeah.
right?
So I think Bayek Ryun is gonna stick around, maybe a little bit behind them, but he definitely is interested in Urek now. I don't remember fully why though. Do you remember fully why? Like, did they explain it or did they say
I don't
anything on
know.
it?
I do remember, like you said, Bayek saying something about Urek, like that he interests him. I don't remember when. It might have been like when Urek tried to like choke slam him or something, like after he was the last person to leave. Which was interesting that Bayek took no damage from that, by the way.
I think
It's
Urek
almost
was
like
just being
he's ranker
nice.
level too.
Urek was being
Well, even
nice.
with Urek being nice, like that sort of slamming motion, that looks like that would have done some damage to a normal person or
Well,
to any regular.
yeah, they did also say, and I kind of logicked it out this time, or last time with this, because he's Bayek Ryun, he is the leader of Woolhike Song, right? We know eventually what rank he is. He's a high rank. He's like top 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he's top 20 in the future, he has to be good now. Like, he has to be a certain level now.
Yeah, like he's literally ranked higher than some of the family heads, I'm pretty sure.
Which is ridiculous. Now remember, it could be because of feats and influence and stuff. It's not necessarily strength, which I often confused. But yeah, no, if he's going to be that high eventually, he has to be at least a prodigy right now. At least. Like, he has to be crazy by normal standards now. We're not saying bomb. Well, even maybe bomb, right? In my opinion, anyone who is top 20 in the tower, if you go to like their backstory, their past, they had to be problems. They had to be like different in some way, shape, or form. There's no way you're normal and you're top 20.
Yeah, Bomb's growth feels pretty slow, like when you read in like a vacuum, but like if you look at the grand picture, like he scales extremely fast.
He went faster than Adori.
He was always like somewhat strong, like even in his weekdays too. Like he was pretty exceptional. Like, like using bangs and stuff like that and fighting off the bull too.
Yeah, minus the family heads, right? Because obviously the family heads kind of set the standard. Adori was the only one who beat a ranker as a regular, but she did it as an A rank, right?
Yeah.
Bomb did it. Now, granted, right? Bomb is, I think, massively misplaced in his ranking, but Bomb did it as like what, a D rank regular, not even a C rank regular.
I think it was a little higher than that. He might have been like C, I think. But yeah, it doesn't
Even
really
then,
matter.
yeah, even then, it's like Bomb is doing these things faster than Adori, and Adori is top 10. So again, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
You think she's salty about that? You think she's salty like, oh, Bomb broke my record? I'm pretty sure she
We'll have to
doesn't
see
care.
when they interact with each other.
I will say Adori did surprise me. I don't want to talk too much about mainline here, but the way Adori at least dressed is definitely surprising to me.
Yeah, I was expecting like, I don't know,
Formal, very strict, and she's just
like
coming
as
up in
death or whatever from
coming up in like a
Akame got
sports
killed.
jersey, bruh.
Yeah.
But either way, do we want to say anything else about LATUR? Maybe you could give like a quick rundown of LATUR and who he is and what we're expecting from him. I mean, we have
He's
the
kind of like a
POV cam
strong
after
man.
him, yeah.
He's a bit of a brute.
And what did Urek say about him?
He might give me some issues or something. I don't know. It's like, who cares, man?
Yeah,
you're fine,
skipping
bro.
ahead. You're skipping ahead.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well,
So
what do you want me to say?
I was gonna say, like, they kind of are hyping up LATUR and Urek when he saw him. He's like, "Oh man, this might be hard." Now he said that because there's people around, right? So
Yeah.
in classic fashion, because they kind of did this with John Liebert as well. He's like, "Oh man, this might be." Well, I don't think he really said he couldn't handle John Liebert, but SIU kind of has to at this point, right? Because we kind of got through all the losers. SIU has to hype up them somehow. Ultimately, we know it's Urek, right? We know the trend, we know the trope, right? Now, I have my opinions on how to do it well, and I think it's pretty much being done mostly well. But this is where it's like, okay, this guy obviously has to be more hyped than the last. It's kind of what happens in Shonen a lot, right? So it's like, okay, even Urek is saying, yeah, this guy might give me some trouble, and everyone else is saying, yeah, this guy could handle Urek, man. Like, we got him now. This shit has been said so many fucking times. Now, granted, it's been said by the other people just themselves, right? Like, Mago was like, okay, yeah, I can handle Urek. And then John Lee was like, okay, I can handle Urek. But now it's other people kind of saying, okay, LATUR can handle Urek, right? So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, man. Whatever. You're gonna be flipping burgers after this episode.
Damn, you're gonna be putting the fries in the bag.
Better get the what is it? The job application ready.
Oh nah. Oh nah.
him.
Yo, we gotta remember this shit. Let me DM this to you. Hopefully you remember it. But if
Did we get the
LATUR,
gif of the guy working at McDonald's?
yeah. If LATUR is a jobber, that's what we have to have the next gif be. LATUR job application. Anyway, what did you say here? Pagoose. SIU notoriously never finishes fights. Even Gusting Traumar didn't get finished with Power Wise. You still have no. Yeah, see, I don't like that. Like, it really gets interrupted. I do like it a little bit, right? I like how there's like some fights you just don't know. You have to like assume there's no clear answer. But I don't like when it's done too much. But either way, I'm always gonna refer back to I think some gold standards, and even then, I don't say they're perfect, right? I just think they're higher than most. Escanor from Seven Deadly was done very well for a while in terms of OP. One Punch Man is done very well in terms of OP. Certain characters, I can't even say because they're spoilers. FGO does OP very well as well, but it's Fate Grand Order, and good luck getting through that. That's a fucking slog. It's very long. But either way, there are some places that do it well. I think Urek kind of lands a little below them, but we'll wait, especially I think after season 2, because we know that's coming eventually, to really, I think, sit with it, digest and everything. But I'm not super happy with it. I'm not disappointed, but I definitely think they are falling into some pitfalls that are kind of happening, and obviously the writing as well. But that's for a later day. That's for a later conversation. Because I mean, everyone knows I love OP characters. I love this shit. I eat this shit up. But it's not perfect. But either way, with that, the tour came in. Did everyone like run away? Is it just Urek and them? Like, what happened to everyone else? Are they still there?
Crashed at the ground, so like everyone kind of fell into the ravine. But Lopobia or Pobedao Berber is like protecting everyone with the lighthouse, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. They might still be falling though. We didn't really see what happened to them.
Okay, well, let's see right now. The long ass 44-minute intro is finally over. Let's get into it. So, chapter 55. I'm probably going to say it later because they're going to bring it up here. But anyway, the third floor. What the? He disappeared. Oh, it's Edwan! It's Edwan! I was like, who the fuck is this? Seriously, I thought you wanted a fight. I was gonna say, I was wondering, like, if Edwan was gonna, like, say something. I kind of assumed that Edwan was just gonna come to any floor Urek was on. I didn't think he meant stay on the same floor, but I guess now we kind of see the answer. Hey, get back here! Urek! Tower of God, Urek Mazino, SIU. So here's my question with Edwan, Adrian, right? In your opinion, obviously he fought Mago, and Mago kind of gave him a little bit of a run for his money, right? And after the Mago fight, not much time passed to now, correct?
Yeah, I
How
would say
much
so.
time do you think Edwan, or I guess a family head in general, needs to like recover?
Probably not that long.
So you think like Edwan's in like tip top shape here, like he's ready?
They probably have means to recover quicker, or some sort of technique or whatever. I don't know.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
can't really, because like Mago's effed up, right? Like Mago can't do shit right
I
now.
mean, yeah, she's kind of just in the princess, but because I'm wondering if Edwan is so crazy as to like he's not fully recovered, but he's like, fuck it, I want to fight anyway. Because I feel like he could be
Mm.
that crazy. Which again, I will always say this. I thought with the way they were setting it up, that would be Han. I thought Han was going to be the battle crazed one because of White, but it's the opposite. Han is reserved, calm, at least from what we've seen, right? It could be different, but Han seems like very, very like the cool anime swordsman. Like I fucking love him, man. But very different. I thought Edwan would be Han, but either way. Urek Mazino, SIU, episode 55. LATUR 2. Also, I want to point out last episode, even though it was titled LATUR, we only got him at like the bare ass end. Which is sometimes what happens. But either way. The fourth floor. So we're not even skipping floors yet. I like this. So we see there's some rumbling. Oh! Oh! Urek is protecting his future wife, who doesn't age well, in my opinion. Get out of here. Run as far as you can. You could get hurt. And she really should listen to him here. What? Why? Who is that? Do you know him? That's LATUR. Oh my god, I forgot how he looks kind of too. Dude, LATUR looks like a rich man. He looks like a guy who's gonna engage in fisticuffs with you. Like, I'm gonna be honest, aside from like his imposing aura, I actually really think he could look the nicest. Granted, John Lieber looked nice too, but John Lieber, I kind of knew in my mind he had something crazy deep inside. LATUR just looks like an honest guy. Now maybe he'll honestly beat the shit out of you, but I do like his look actually like decently. He looks like a gentleman, but like a gentleman who's gonna beat the shit out of you. Oh, what the? He's a bit of a perv, but there's no denying he's powerful. Are we gonna have to put LATUR on the freak tier? No
Uh,
way. This is coming from Urek, and we know Urek's, his oh god, what the fuck is it called? His perception in the tower.
mm-hmm.
Alright, so Urek is just jumping up. All of you, run for your lives! You'll get hurt if you stay here. I'm warning you. Oh my god, what is he doing? This place is about to become. Now, granted, does Urek know this, or is he actually like surprising him here? You know what's? Oh, he knows. You know what's funny too? I feel like this is gonna be like a manly brawl because LATUR seems like exactly like a fighter like Urek. I hope, right? Like Urek is the guy to just beat the shit out of you. LATUR seems like the same kind of guy, so we're gonna see kind of like a mirror matchup here.
Mm.
And Urek looks serious here. A living hell. Boom! Oh my god! Again, this is where the anime could really shine here. So here they're just fucking doing some JoJo stand fight right here. Boom, boom, boom. Pow, pow, pow. Urek is doing pretty well so far. Okay. LATUR's doing very well too. Now, the question I'm always going to ask is Urek holding back because they're nearby? Is he holding back for the plot convenience? Because we see when Urek actually is getting serious and stuff, he will do damage. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, LATUR's kicking him. Damn. All right, no damage on either side for the for the most part. You know what I thought that was?
What?
I thought that shit was Black Flash.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was like censored, like he was doing the middle finger or something.
Honestly, I did not even think of that. I feel like it would have to be longer for that, but I could see that too.
Probably, yeah.
I really thought he was gonna stick it out. All right, so he's doing a fist at Urek. Oh my God, the Chud! Look at all the NPCs running away. Look at the Queen. Ah, I love the Queen. Every time I see the Queen, I get happy. She's literally just a blob with hair, and I always mention this too. The hair is bigger than her entire body. Alright, so Urek got no damage either. Nice. Yet the princess made him bleed, by the way. I'm always going to go back to that. Oh my God, he's grabbing him. But Urek does not look phased. I like that.
It's locked in.
Yeah, Urek is serious. Well, maybe not serious, but Urek is focused, at the very least. Oh, he's just punching him. Okay. I mean, that's what most of this fight is going to be, just punching. But cool. At least they're adding some cool effects, though. That's nice. Urek is completely fine. Again, you could eliminate everything that just happened and there'd be no difference. But either way, looks cool. Urek is about to jump back up. Oh, he's fucking flying at him like a Titan from Destiny 2. Alright, Urek is going to punch him again. Okay, they're punching each other again. Oh, okay, he actually landed in the face. Will this leave a mark? Maybe. I wonder when they're going to start talking. Oh, nah, not the overhead. Oh.
Yo, block high, block high.
Oh, shit. Man. Okay. So, do you think Urek is using Shinsu yet, or do you think he's using just light here?
I think he's just using light.
Okay. Which is weird, because I feel like light is the counter to these guys, kind of. I don't know. He beat John Liebert with the mix, right? The mix of Shinsu and light?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. It begs the question, could he have been John Liebert if he, like, fully unleashed his light? Because I still am doubting to believe Urek is trying 100%. I don't think we're going to see that. Oh my God, is he about to flick his ass? Oh shit. Nah, this guy LATUR looks cool, man. Uh-oh. Postura. Ooh, that kind of reminds me of a Kun attack a little bit. I don't know if it sounds Spanish. I don't want to be called racist or anything, but that sounds kind of like Spanish to me. Which reminds me, obviously, of Kun. Alright, so Urek is blocking. Again, with Urek's speed, I feel like he could dodge this, unless this is going that fast, but it's a little hard to tell in drawn format. That is pretty big. I like the way this looks. I like how his attacks are like dark red. It really does remind me of Frieza a little bit. So everything's getting blasted away. I wouldn't call it a living hell just yet, but okay, Urek got a little bit of a bruise on his cheek, a little bit of a boo-boo here. Okay. If he's gotten this powerful. I like how like ready LATUR looks. People must be suffering somewhere. Okay, so I forgot to mention this, but this is where we're probably getting a hint at what his power is, because each of them gets powered by something, right? Mago obviously gets powered by, like, people getting baited, essentially, right? Like, them having hope and losing it. What did John Liebert get his power from? Do you remember?
I think he was, like, evil, but I don't really understand the difference between that and, like, Mago. I'd have to, like, check it back again. I think it was some sort of difference. I just don't remember.
Interesting. So his one might just be straight up suffering. Like, maybe he just needs to torture people.
I feel like you could kind of, like, they could farm kind of like the same people. You know what I mean? Like, you could experience a lot of these things.
So they could triple dip, essentially. Like, if there's one person, all three of them could be feeding off the same guy.
That's what it feels like. I don't know.
I mean, it is all just tied to negative emotion for the most part, but...
Yeah, also the scaling of it seems kind of like imaginary. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like White Souls to some extent, except like we don't really have a number. It's like he just gets stronger. Like there's no, we need a scouter.
Yeah. I hate the idea of a scouter though, because then it puts like a hard number on it, and then it's like it becomes a math game. But I know. Like, I mean, I know what you mean.
Like something just to give us
a little bit more of an idea, because right now it's
context.
Very ambiguous. It's very ambiguous. It's like, oh, how much suffering is there? We don't know, but suffering's going on. So you could really take the liberty of making him either uber powerful from it or slightly powerful. Like, we don't know. You could do whatever you want, really. But
yeah, it'd be a good way to link the shining ones too, since like they all have a similar sort of effect. So like if you want to build on it too, you could like speak a little more on like, you know, the similarities between them. So it's like, yeah, they absorb different emotions or whatever, but like, here's a similarity. It's like, oh, when they reach a certain amount, or I don't know. I don't really know what to do, but I like learning more about the power system, like it's very exciting when we learn new stuff about Shinsu. Like learning Shinsu quality was probably one of the cooler things that we've seen in Tog. Like,
Even though it only
understanding like
really
people have certain
mattered.
qualities.
It only really mattered, I think, like once, and that was when Caliban fought oh god, what's his face?
Library.
Liberic, yeah. Like that was the
Yeah.
main like place where I think Shinsu quality mattered. After that, like it kind of matters to understand what the Shinsu is doing. Because obviously we
Mm-hmm.
know like, the orbs and stuff like that, like what they do. But it doesn't really matter in terms of fact. Like even if we didn't know what the quality was, he could just say it just does that and we'd be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I
But
agree. It reminds me a little bit of like the older version of this would kind of be like the placement, not the placement, but like the positions or whatever. Like the positions don't
they
really
don't matter
matter, but I
anymore.
really like the lore aspect of it and
At
like
least we
how,
know.
in certain situations characters would be like, "Hey, I'll take the back line or whatever." It's like you become the fisherman or whatever.
Yeah. I
Especially
think
between
in the tests, I think it
uh
mattered a lot more.
and the tests mattered a lot more, and we don't really do tests very often. But I do like the lore aspect of it. Like, it doesn't have to be important. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to like
I mean,
matter every
it's
single
cool
time.
knowledge. It's cool
But it's cool
knowledge to
just to
know.
know, and like
Yeah.
every once in a while bring it up, or like have a moment like you said with like Caliban, where it's like it actually matters for once, just to remind us that it exists.
I just wish it mattered a little bit more, but yeah.
Me too. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to know either way. Which is the same thing with this too. I wish we find out more about how their power works. Is there like breakpoints, thresholds? Maybe like a certain like power, like suffering, you need a lot more of it because it's so plentiful. Maybe like I don't know. Maybe the conversion
Hmm.
rate's different. Just ideas I'm
Right.
throwing out there. I'm not SIU. If he wants to hire me, I'd certainly go along with it though. But we'll see. And again, I think we'd really get that more possibly if the series slowed down, but I don't think we're gonna get that. But anyway,
Yep.
people must be suffering somewhere. I can't have that. So, oh shit, look what's happening. Look what's happening, Adrian. Look what's gonna happen. Nah,
Hmm.
this is crazy. If Edwin comes in, Adrian, you know how crazy that shit's about to get? Yo, we're about to have a fucking triple match right here.
About to jump him.
Edwin's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be like, yo, why'd you leave? And then Latour's gonna be like, huh? What's going on? Dude, if we get like a fatal three-way, you know how crazy that's gonna be? Oh shit. But one thing I will say, Pagoose, right here, you calling Urek cold, look, he doesn't like people suffering. Now, obviously, this is self-serving, right? I think partially he's saying he doesn't want them suffering because Latour is feeding off of it. But I do want to believe that he also just doesn't like people suffering if they don't have to be. Like, will he always go out of his way for it? No. I think he kind of picks and chooses. But I do think Urek is, and again, especially for being like top, like, what is he, top four? He's top four, right? In the,
Who,
in,
Eric?
yeah, in the power ranking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think for being top four, if you just compare him to everyone else in the top 10, he is a saint. Like, he is a saint. Like, the other people in the top 10 are dicks. But either way. So let's see what's gonna happen. Oh my god, Adrian, he's coming! He's coming! No one clip that, please. Oh my god, and Adrian, he's upset. Remember, he feels a little like wronged by Urek here. I was wondering where you ran off to. Come on, Urek. Save some fun. Yo, he's a fucking freak! He's a freak! For me. What is he doing here? Dude, even Latour is confused. Oh, nah, he's about to jump in. I want to play too. Nah, he's crazy. Yo, I really hope he aura farms or something, man. Because after the whole Mago thing, man, I really think like he really kind of got like sunned a little bit. But he's regaining some of the aura. It's just he has to lock it down. It's transient right now. It's floating. He has to grab it. And then we have the Chuddy here. Ah, we should have. Wait, fuck. I'm trying to remember his voice. We should be in a safe distance, right? Let's take a short break. Ugh, where are the others? I have no idea. I was just running as fast as I could. We probably lost them somewhere. What the fuck? Who the hell is this? Well, well, it's been a while since I've had guests, and they're just scared, like, what the hell? Ah, uh, a person. Adrian, does this not look like Bomb again? Like Bomb, like dollar store version, kind of like Ensho?
Yeah, maybe.
Bro, all these people look so similar to Bomb sometimes, I swear to God. What the? So, you live here? Yes, for a long time now. By yourself? Indeed, I'm the only person here. Dang, this place is creepy. Would it be alright if we stayed here for a bit? Look at his face, by the way. I don't think they're doing Ensho any favors with his face here.
Nah.
Like he looks like evil. Not evil, but like a snake a little bit. Chud says something useful. What, this place is creepy? Wait, fuck, what did you say before? Let's let him cook. Don't be
He's
giving
kind of
me too
taking the
many
lead
hints.
of the chat.
Ah, well, we'll see.
Like he's the leader.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, I wouldn't mind this if we saw the transition. I feel like this just kind of like sprung out of nowhere here. Would it be alright if we stayed here for a bit? We don't want to risk being out there right now. I mean, finally something like reasonable. Again, why didn't they do this when like Gusting and Traumarai were fighting? Like Bomb was like fighting Enkidu and everything. It's like Jesus Christ. Of course. Nah, you know what? Now you put it in my mind, Pagoost. Now I think this guy is sussy. I think he's like, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
gonna make like a way out here like claim, right? But this is kind of the same thing like organ farmers do, right? It's like imagine like you're like in the woods and you find a cabin and this guy's, oh, you're lost? Yeah, come in, come in. I have a bed, I have a room and everything, right? And this is where like it's too convenient. This guy is being too nice, right? And yeah, a random hole in the ground. I mean, you know what this kind of reminds me of? This low-key reminds me of the one shot, one opportunity bullshit, where it's like they kind of went in the sewer and they were like fighting the machines and stuff, and then Endor kind of jumped them. It kind of reminds me of that just visually, but we'll see how much it's related elsewhere. Oh no, I don't like the way this sounds now. You can stay as long as you'd like. Oh nah, we got some buggas here. Agent, we got some buggas. Oh no. Oh my god!
How
Never
was that?
mind! She's
Bug person.
hot! Let's go!
Quailag from Dark
Dark
Souls.
Souls 1, yeah. I mean, Quailag was a spider, but yeah, I mean, close
Close
enough.
enough.
Yeah. Oh man, wait a minute. Maybe this cave ain't too bad. Okay. Okay. It makes me wonder, maybe he's a bugga too. Maybe he's like either working for them or he's like a bugga in disguise. Why did SIU have to add this, by the way? It couldn't just be, and this is kind of like sometimes what they argue in video games, especially in League of Legends. They're like, oh, we get so many hot characters, why can't they just be straight monsters, right? He could have just made this Ascent to me, but instead he made like a hot lady be a part of it, man. I love this shit. Mago, like, 0.5. Not as good as Mago, but pretty close. But either way, that's how it ends. This chapter went quick. I mean, granted, most of it was fighting, but this chapter went quick. Relatively. But okay. Okay. Interesting. I feel like not much happened there, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, Edwan
We're
came in.
still alive. I'm
And that's it.
impressed.
Yeah. I mean, hey, he
Keep
lasted
holding
more
it
than one
going.
chapter. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you excited that Edwan is here, Adrian?
Kind of. I think you might be getting what you asked for, pretty much.
Dude, I love this shit. Edward is basically gonna hound him, and Eric is just gonna be like, oh man, this guy again. Dude, I love how Edwin is playing into the trope of this guy is just battle crazy. Now, I don't know if anyone has seen Black Clover, but if you have, he really reminds me of Luck. The character Luck is very much like this, and I love that character. Now, I love it when they can back it up, and, you know, sad to say, I don't think Luck is that strong to back up his craziness. But Edwan definitely is. But to be fair, and I've said this before too, I think we are dealing with newer power ceilings now. We used to think, like, okay, obviously above the family heads, it was few and far between, but you have Urek, Jihad, Phantominium, and then Enryu. Enryu's MIA, Phantominium is MIA, so it's really just Urek and Jihad, and then the family heads, right? So I thought like that was kind of like the ceiling, but now as we're seeing, like the ceiling is, I think, expanded and somewhat higher than the family heads too now. So that's why I'm kind of saying like, as much as I do like Edwin, I am a little scared he is going to continue to get devalued or just not aura farm as hard as the family heads used to. Which is very sad because the family heads used to be legendary to me. Like when I saw them, I'd be like, oh man, I'm fucking scared. I'm not fully scared here. I'm scared a little bit for Edwan because if LATUR and Urek decide, hey, let's take care of Edwan, they could obviously kill him. I mean, Urek could do it, I think, by himself, but this is where I'm wondering if LATUR could do it. You think LATUR could handle Edwan or nah? And there's very
I
little
don't
to go
know.
off of here.
I think so. I feel like Edwan only struggled with Mago because of her like special ability, and LATUR doesn't seem to have one right now. It
Well,
seems like his ability is just to be strong.
he didn't struggle against the ability until she started using Urek's cheat. Remember, she couldn't literally do it against him at first?
Well, that was just because it took some time to register, right? Like she had to like adapt first.
No, she had to get Urek's power. Because remember, Neo gave it to her, and then she
Oh,
could
like
counter
way in the
hope?
beginning, yeah. Well, keep in mind, Mago was
She was
quote
also
unquote weak the whole
underdeveloped.
time.
She was
She
underdeveloped.
just. Mm-hmm.
So you know what the sad part is? We've never seen, because Mago's the only thing we have to go off of. We've never seen if like a baked, fully like shining one can like take a family head. We're only going with the idea of Mago, and Mago might be the exception. Mago being under leveled might be like, you know, a thing. There's so much nuance here. It's kind of hard to say. God damn it.
She also ran out of juice, which is kind of like an issue too. Like, what happened if she didn't run out of Urek's light? Like, would she have won, or would it have been closer? You know?
Who knows? Yeah. I mean, Urek's light alone was really carrying the fuck out of her. But either way,
yeah.
Mago inside the princess be like, "Holy shit, get the fuck out of here! That guy that crushed my jet." That would be funny if that's her reaction. I'm curious if Mago is scared, right? Because I think in a certain way they have to be a little cocky, right? Like, I mean, we saw what the rankers were doing. The rankers, again, we're seeing Urek and we're just writing it off. So, and that's Urek. Urek is above the Shining Ones, right? Now, obviously, he wasn't going crazy, but, and by crazy, I mean he wasn't showing off his full power. But I feel like Mago would probably be like, and didn't we say the same thing about Lapis? Lapis kind of got sunned by Urek a couple times, and Lapis still wants the smoke. Like, he's not scared of Urek, even though for all intents and purposes, he should be. Oh, give me a sec. Kainita. But anyway,
yeah, Urek never really gave him like a real beating though. He just kind of like shoot him off every time, so that could be part of the reason.
I mean, true, but I feel like Lapis definitely saw partially what Urek is capable of, right?
Yeah, but maybe he's like one of those types of people, you know, they don't really learn their lesson until they experience it themselves.
I guess.
Sort of thing.
You don't think Urek's power is looking for by let's use their maximum power. We went over it a lot in the past, but I think Urek's one is infinite for him, and I think for others it's like, yeah, I think it lets them use their maximum. I don't think they can last for them infinitely. Maybe they can cultivate it. I don't know. It's too in the air right now. But either way, the age-old question presents itself once again, Adrian. Do we keep climbing the tower?
Sure.
Let's fucking go! All right, let's begin. So we saw this. I love Edwan's face here. He's happy to be here. Now, I don't know if he's gonna, or if he should have that same energy a little bit into the fight here, but this got way more interesting now, and I hope we see more of, like, Edwan's, like, skills and stuff, because I really feel like we didn't see much of what he could do against Mago, or at least I hope we didn't, right? If Neo actually stole the power like Mago thought, it would have been everlasting, according to translations. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they need, like, enough of it to where it's, like, becoming self-sufficient, but... And remember, Neo only took, like, a tiny fraction, so it's, like... And I kept asking this question, can Urek refarm it? Can he, like, regrow it? Or, like, you know, does it not matter that he lost it? Who knows, right? But, too much in the air. We'll just keep going. Urek... And then obviously Urek's like, what the hell? LATUR's like, what the hell? And now Edwan is happy to be here, and I'm happy he's here. Tower of God. Urek Mazino. Wow, we're out of the LATUR arc. Look at that. SIU, episode 56, where the spear aims. It kind of is making it sound like this is going to be an Edwan episode.
Yeah.
What the fuck? The Chud is here. No, don't do this to us. Don't go over the Chuds group, bro. I want to see Edwan. Please. Please, SIU, don't do this, bro.
I like this.
I mean, listen, I wouldn't mind this. after Ed wants stuff.
It's literally what we asked for. More of the whatever you call it.
It's a time and a
The group.
place. It's a time and a place.
I
Wow.
prefer this over Yama.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it's kind of similar to me. I don't know if I put the Chud above Yama. I don't know. But granted, what was happening right next to Yama was like crazy shit too. But either way. Wow. Who would have thought we'd be able to feast like this? Oh nah, you know what? I think they're drugging them. They're drugging them, or they're giving them the Molly Percocet. Thank you for the warm welcome. Of course. It's been a while since I had company. They probably eat them. They eat them. I'm not gonna lie, that food's really making me hungry. Holy shit.
Me too.
Do you get this food supplied regularly then? Yes. This house was originally meant for regulars. Why is it in the sewer? I mean, to be fair, it's kind of lore accurate that if it's in the sewer, there's bugs around, right? I mean, common perception.
Mm-hmm.
It's been forgotten since no one visits anymore. But the food is still delivered on a regular basis. Okay, so they're not eating people. It's just remnants of, like, a thing they should have stopped.
How do you think they'd make the cheese out of people?
I did not even think about that. I thought maybe they were stealing some of it. Like, the meat I thought was, like, people. Everything else, I was like, they probably just found that somewhere.
All right.
Actually, I first found this place purely by coincidence. There was a massive sandstorm, so my teammates and I took shelter here. I know I'm kind of reaching here, but what if that sandstorm was caused by LATUR, maybe? Did we see the Odyssey? I will tell you this right now, Pagoost, and this is very tragic, and I actually got into trouble for this, believe it or not, right, with my other friend group, or at least what was my friend group. I have a very, very odd... Well, let me let Adrian answer first, because Adrian's thing is... Yeah, Adrian's... Shut the hell up. Adrian's answer is probably going to be a lot more simpler than mine. So, did you see the Odyssey, Adrian?
No.
Okay, so he didn't see it. I've read it, but this is where, when I get employed, I don't do almost anything. 99% of the stuff I used to do, I don't do anymore. I don't watch new shows, new movies. There are exceptions, but they're rare. But I don't even play new games, and first and foremost, I'm a gamer. So this is where TLDR, no, I have not seen the Odyssey. I want to see it, but I will mainly see it once I'm unemployed, which is God knows when.
We call it his NEN restriction.
Yeah, if you've seen Hunter x Hunter, it's very apt. And the ironic part is, I mean, I think I'm a decently strong person. I hope it's not from the restriction that this happens, because I'd trade it away if I could. But
yes, it is.
Oh my God, that's... Sadly, you can't really take away the NEN restriction. That's not how they work. You're kind of just...
Look, you won't be weak. You'll just be less strong.
I mean, I guess that's fine, but you can't really get rid of NEN restrictions. Wait, can you actually? Aren't they self-imposed?
Yeah, they're self-imposed. Yeah, I think so, right? It's just like, it's like a contract. It's like once you break the contract, well, you don't get the power anymore, right?
Yeah, but they make it themselves. It's not there. It's not like in JJK,
some are worse than others. Like Kurapika's obviously has an issue with it if you break it, right? Whereas like others are like, okay, well,
yeah, but he made it himself though.
Yeah, exactly. So some people could probably make a contract where it's like, the loss is just like, you just can't have access to it anymore.
Yeah, but the buff wouldn't be that great. I was thinking more Heavenly Restriction from JJK, because they don't choose that, they just have it.
Right.
Because the main thing I want to like put out to people, and this is a very complicated topic because I'm weird, I don't choose for it to be this way. As much as it might seem like I have control, I don't. It's just the way I am. It's more a Heavenly Restriction than a NEN restriction.
Mm-hmm.
So I think JJK is more accurate. But either way. Sadly, no, we have not seen Odyssey, but I'm assuming you were going to make an Odyssey reference here. But either way. So my teammates and I took shelter here. Now, the big question I have, Adrian, is where's his teammates? Darker Than Black.
Ooh, Darker Than Black. Yeah, that's true.
I've never seen Darker Than Black.
They don't make those either, and they have to do like ridiculous shit sometimes to keep their power.
Yeah, weren't you telling me about that one day, I think?
Yeah. It's actually kind of neat because like they lightly touch on like what would happen if you wouldn't be able to complete your contract or whatever. Like
Didn't you
the
tell
sort
me,
of like fixation.
They feel like they have to do it, like
yeah, they have like an impulse to do something. And there was like one episode where I think they were preventing someone from doing it, but then like eventually he
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 was
was
able
able
to
to
do
do it,
it.
so it didn't like matter or whatever. But like they had like this sort of like they were inching towards the answer, but then they never ended up giving it to us because like
Oh,
we don't know
that's
what happens.
sad.
Because
That
some of
sounds
them are very
interesting.
simple things that like I think someone has something where like they want to stack rocks or whatever. It's
Uh-huh.
like, well, you know, what if
That's
there's no
fine.
rocks, or like what would they do, or what would happen to them? It's weird. I don't know. Maybe they just go crazy. Who knows?
That's crazy. So what do you think
Hmm.
is more apt for me then? Darker Than Black Contract or Heavenly Restriction from JJK?
Um, maybe Darker Than Black, because Darker Than Black could be literally anything. And this
Uh-huh.
is just like, since this is kind of like the real world, I think it makes more sense. Whereas like Heavenly Restriction is like more like, I don't know, it feels like more grand. Like you just can't watch any shows while you're employed, right?
Or video games
Or video games or
or
whatever.
most new
Yeah.
stuff. And I guess I
And it's
didn't
more of an
really.
impulse. It's more of an impulse than like you literally can't do it, right? Like Heavenly thing is like you literally cannot do it, right? Like
Oh, that's
Maki
true.
cannot use Nen, or
That's actually
not Nen, but like, you know,
cursed energy. Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah, you know
period.
what?
She just
Honestly,
can't do it.
this is very accurate. Then it really is the Darker Than Black Contract. Wow. You
Yeah,
found
yeah.
something
Put
that
it on
I
the
think
list,
describes it better. I mean, I think it is on
on
the
the
list. If
anime
it's
list. You
not,
probably do, yeah.
yeah, if it's not, we'll put it on. But
Hmm.
that's crazy. That's very accurate. That's crazy scary, actually. Wow. Huh. Well, let's keep going. So the
Hmm.
first question I have to ask here is, where are the teammates now? The Dark Shonen was good.
Mm.
Yes, it was. And this is where I think part of that is like kind of living on a little bit with like the author of Chainsaw Man. I forgot his name, but and I've mentioned this before, he does not give a fuck. Like, obviously I'm sure he censors it a little bit, but like his whole shtick is like being unhinged and like just showing whatever he kinda wants. And he gets into some like dark, gritty topics, and I really miss those. Now, granted, I think he does it a little bit too much sometimes, especially with some of his other works. And I'm not even caught up in Chainsaw Man, and I know that shit's kind of fucked up. I don't know why, but I know it gets fucked up. But there's some other stuff where he goes into like, you know, I don't even want to really say the words, but it's some dark stuff like cannibalism and even more than that. But either way, I do like that stuff because we're adults. I mean, even as kids, I liked it. Now maybe it's not for kids fully, but I think it's very interesting. I think these things should exist relatively. Anyway, so yeah, where's his teammates? Why is it only him? What happened to his teammates here? Did they get eaten? Did he sacrifice them to the bug lady? Once the storm died down, the rest of my team left to take the test. So why did he stay here? Was he just a pussy? Or is he lying?
Mm.
I feel like he could be lying here. Why didn't you go with them? It's hard to say. We didn't really get along all that well. I mean, it is only the fourth floor. I guess that is somewhat believable. And I was also exhausted. D. Greyman, Chaika, the Coffin Princess, Black Cat. I only know one of those.
Ooh,
I only know D. Greyman, and again, I've never seen it. I want to
I
see
literally
it.
sent you a clip of Chaika earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Wait, which one was Chaika?
that was a while. It was like the one where it's like, "Don't panic," and then she panics immediately or whatever,
I don't
because like they
remember.
were being followed. Whatever. That was a really. It's weird because it's like it's not the best anime. Like it has some inconsistency there, but like it was an anime that like I just really enjoyed watching for some reason. So much so that I rewatched it, which
You know what
is why
I
I was
fucking
sending him clips.
I fucking see the bullshit you sent me. Cooking and eating dangerous sea pufferfish. I got
Oh yeah,
toxin poisoning, bro.
he got poisoned immediately after.
He wasn't careful. Okay,
Nah.
anyway. I'm really hoping, like, obviously we're taking a break from the Edwan fight, at least for now. I hope we still get to it this chapter, but I really hope the LATUR and Urek fight does not get fully interrupted, like what always kind of happens, like Pagoose said, man. But either way,
Mm-hmm.
and I was also exhausted. This guy looks like Gin here from
I was thinking
Bleach.
the same thing. Yep.
Yeah, in more ways than one. Oh no, why is there fire? Oh my god, some goon finally! Ah, this is amazing. A hot steaming bath. Okay, alright, I'm just gonna call it out right here. This is basically like the trope in horror movies. What happens when the female is alone in the bath,
Mm-hmm.
Adrian?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
come
Yep.
on, bruh. A hot steaming bath, all to myself. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm so happy we found this place. You know, just looking at this alone, like, this actually looks really nice. Besides, like, whatever that thing is. Yes, we're going back to the fight, even though I kind of want to see what's going to happen here more now, but... Like, listen, if she gets scared, what's going to happen? She's going to jump out of that tub and she don't got no clothes on, you know? I think we can have a nice viewing. Anyway, uh-oh. What is he doing here? What matters now is where his spear... Oh, God! Wait, so let me ask you this, Adrian. Where do you think he's going to throw it? I think he's going to throw it at Urek.
He's gonna say the title of the episode, but yeah, maybe he will throw it at Urek because maybe he doesn't know who LATUR is. He just thinks
doesn't
he's
care.
like a jobber.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's like, oh, I'm here for Urek. This just looks like so much fun. Can I? Is aiming. Join in? Oh boy, here we go. I mean, listen, the Tower of Good option is he's gonna throw it at LATUR. I hope he does it to Urek, but honestly, I don't think it's going to go to Urek. I hope it does, though. Oh, it's going to Urek! Wait, maybe not. Is it me? Oh, I think it was meant for Urek, but it might just hit LATUR anyway. It looks like you're in a tough spot, Urek. Bruh, he's about to get, like, gangbanged on both sides. Like Germany. What the fuck? Wait, I was wrong! Kind of. I tried to play both sides. Huh? Did it just change course? Oh my god, it's going for fucking LATUR! Now it's coming towards me. Wait, what is going on here? What the fuck? So is Urek punching through it? And I guess
LATUR dodged back.
Yeah, I think so too.
And now Urek is going forward.
Okay. Interesting. This is kind of like what Bomb did, but like less images. Also reminds me of the old man from JJK2, the head of the Zenids. Anyway, so the spear is still going. So, he's not your enemy then. Was it just a trick to bring my guard down? I like how it did absolutely nothing, which goes to say LATUR is kind of good with his shit. Like I'm surprised he's keeping this well. Like this for this long, yeah. Since when did you start liking?
This is what they meant when they said he was like a pervert or whatever.
Yeah, maybe he has a dirty mind. Since when did you start liking men so much anyway? Were you Oh no, he's trying to violate it. This is doing more damage than anything he did so far. Were you having too much trouble with women? No, not at all. Louis V. LATUR versus Gucci Gustang, which is more dripped out? That's a great question. I think it's hard. Wait, Louis?
I like how the names work together. Like Louis Vuitton.
Wait, I thought he was talking about Louis from the fucking like the canine person.
No, he means like Louis Vuitton. Like we're talking designer brand because Gucci Gustang and then Louis Vuitton LATUR.
Oh, I thought he meant Louis
designer
versus LATUR because the V. I didn't realize that was a Louis Vuitton. I thought that was weird. I was like, why did you put V versus with the Louis versus LATUR, but then you put the full versus with Gustang? Now Adrian kind of enlightened me here. Okay,
broke boy. Get yourself some drip, man. Get yourself some what is it? Some Rick.
Some what?
Some Ricks. What is it, Rick Owens?
What the hell?
It's like some ugly designer shit. It's like all black. Like
oh no,
it's some weird shit, but it's very expensive.
You got Yeezys?
Nah, but I got my Ricks.
Okay, it's fucking stupid, bro. Anyway, I like that name though, Louis V. LATUR. That's a good one, Pagoost. But either way, I think I'm kind of biased towards Gustang because Gustang has like the holy look. I think the holiness kind of adds to it. Like LATUR just kind of looks like a random rich guy. Like there's nothing really standoutish. Like he has a nice suit and he has a watch, but that's it.
The Rolly.
That's all there is. Like Gustang stands out because he looks like a priest. Like he looks like a higher position. This just looks like a normal rich guy.
Look, it's summer right now in the tower. He can't wear too many layers.
I'm sure, but still. Gustang be wearing the same shit no matter where he goes.
Damn, he's too cold.
He's just right. Anyway, God, man, I love this. He doesn't. I don't even think he's trying to make fun of Urek too hard, but Urek is obviously taking this like pretty badly. I think. At least he's not completely clueless. So Edwin, and see, this is where they do this with Edwin too, and kind of with Urek, where it's like Edwin looks like a fool, like a battle crazed fool, but he's very smart. He's very like perceptive.
I think
I
they do
really like
Edwin
that.
much better, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yo, that's fucked up, Pagoose. Listen, I don't think Edwin has woman trouble because he doesn't even let that get to the like point where he could have woman trouble. He kind of, I mean, this is an interesting topic, but I don't think Edwin ever opens himself up enough to have woman trouble. He basically just has meaningless sex. That's all he does. He just be fucking. Either way, though, I try to respect my prior arrangements. You with the beard. I need you out of the way so I can wrap up my fight with Urek. It's not like I want to help you, you know. He's saying that while he's smiling, by the way. Yeah, I'm not exactly moved to tears over here. But thanks anyway. I don't think Urek needed that. Anyway, imagine the ires of the tower made Edwin pay. Oh, nah. You know what? I think the family heads are so fucking rich. I honestly think Edwin could do it. I think he could pay full child support. And that's saying something. Because usually the fathers are like, you know, broke deadbeats. Edwin is like the king, bro. He could do it. He could do it. It's like, you know, those kings in history who have like all the kids and then all the kids are well taken care of. Edwin could do that. He just doesn't want to. We need to take him to like Tog Court, or like a Tog Judge Judy, or whatever the fuck it would be.
He'd never be able to afford the child support.
He could do it. I think he could do it, bruh. He's got a drinking problem, but I still think he could do it. Alright, so we're going into LATUR. LATUR's dodging everything. And again, is Urek just messing around, or what's going on? Alright, so he's, I think, getting a maybe a little scratch in, hopefully. Oh! I really like LATUR's face. LATUR just got him on the side. Ooh, and Urek seems not affected at all. It's really just two bricks hitting each other. God, okay, Urek's dodging. God damn, look at his fucking legs. I mean, physically, even though LATUR is big, Urek just looks more toned. Jesus Christ. I mean, granted, we don't see his legs, but I'm sure Urek's are bigger. It has to be. So anyway, we're seeing this. All right, he's coming back around. Okay. Dude, I love how locked in LATUR is. Okay, he's hitting Urek a lot. I feel like Urek's not really doing anything to him, which is rare. Again, how long is this gonna last? I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but LATUR is doing pretty good so far, man. Kuhn jokingly said he had 3,000 older sisters, not to mention older brothers, same age sibling as sibling. Oh my god. Honestly, even though he's joking, I would not be too surprised with how long and how much like Edwin fools around. This guy loves simple things. Drinking, fighting, and fucking. Like, that's the trifecta of Edwin. Either way, LATUR's dodging yet again. Oh no, he's about to get him. Dude, LATUR's face looks so manly. Like, I don't want to say he reminds me of Caliban, but like, he really is like masculine. Your strikes have no real weight. Clearly, you've only been fighting small fry. He's not wrong. He's literally not wrong. Oh! Oh, he got him on the fucking chin! That gotta do something. That gotta do something. An opening. Oh, okay, maybe it did nothing. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, what's going on here? You see, you know what I like, Adrian? Whenever they talk shit to Urek, what happens? They get hit. So it's like, I feel like once you start talking smack, that's when like your time is up. That's when like it kind of, you know, you kind of like ruined it.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, oh, this is the thing you showed me. Okay, I remember this.
Yeah.
Kind of, I remember this. Okay. So let's see. Is Urek gonna finally turn up? Because Urek likes to prove them wrong a lot, by the way. Kun Mashni's mom probably got it going on, though, because not only did she birth Mashni, Edwin spun the block 3,000 years later to have Ran? Wait, so is it confirmed? I mean, I feel like I've asked this a couple times, but is Ran straight up, like, like direct siblings with Mashini, like full
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So same mother, well, obviously same father, but like same mother too.
Hmm.
Wow. Wait, that's actually crazy. Holy shit, I never thought of that. So he fucked Mashini's mom, fucked all these other women, and then came back around and fucked her again.
Yeah, it's pretty normal for him, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, but like, just think about it, right? It's like he's going through them like they're like a wheel. It's like, it's like he ran the whole gauntlet. Now he's looping it. That's crazy. Anyway, I could go more into that with some jokes and stuff, but I'd feel like that'd be a little too uncouth here. But either way, what are you going on about? You're a small fry too. Finally, finally, is LATUR's time done? All right in the face. Oh yes. Once I finish talking, run as fast as you can. Oh, is that Edwan saying that? I'm assuming it is because it's blue. If you stay there, God, look at his arm. Not as big as Urek's though. You'll get a hole in your chest. I highly doubt that. Okay, so Urek is dodging. It would be cool if he just tanked it, but whatever. No way, like, this is gonna actually get LATUR. If it does, then that kind of raises the family heads in my eyes now. There's no dodging this one. So what is he gonna do? Gonna punch it? Or okay, he's blocking. That looks very cool, by the way. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. So he did not get a hole at all. So here's the question I have. Was it actually going to make a hole in Urek or LATUR? Well, LATUR obviously not. So did Edwan just talk shit without having real weight behind it, or did he grossly miscalculate? I think
A
he
lot of
grossly
cap.
yeah, I think it's just straight cap. Oh my god, LATUR kind of likes it. It looks like way better than Traumarai spinning the block. Oh my god, yeah. Listen, we don't talk about what Traumarai does. Not only does he spin the block, he watches as other people spin his block too. Think about that. Traumarai quite literally cucked himself with a snake. Like that is some crazy ass shit when you say it. Just like how it's crazy what I say about the coon sometimes without like realizing what that word is. Anyway, so LATUR kind of likes this shit. I like this. This guy's a tough one, man. Interesting. No, please don't clip it again. Such a powerful opponent within the tower? See, my question is if they've been in the tower, how have they not like well, obviously if they're keeping it secret, I'm sure, but like do they not realize how strong the family heads are, or did they just not believe it? Who the fuck is that? LATUR!
Mago.
Oh, wait, is that Mago? That's not the princess, is it?
Why would the princess be calling LATUR? Yeah. That is the
Ah,
princess. What do you mean?
her hair looks
Look at the fit.
different. Her hair looks different. No, I'm seeing the fit now, but like the hair
Oh.
looks short here because it's like cut off. But either way, they could have been stealing the jewel. Yeah, they could have, but I feel like LATUR and John Liebert were like out of their jewel form for a while now. Now, what could a while mean? I don't know, but obviously more than Mago. Like I feel like they've been a little active. LATUR, don't get too carried away. Hmm. Oh yeah, okay, so it's her. Yeah, that's weird. I feel like we didn't see most of her hair here. Actually, we kind of do. Never mind. My eyes are just being old. Remember, you came here to help me. Margot. I faced the one with the blue hair before. Oh, so this kind of like tells us how Margot's gonna react to Edwan being there. I feel like she doesn't really. Well, she's not really scared. Now, is she not scared because LATUR is here, or is she not scared because she got balls of steel?
I think she might feel protected because the princess is
I don't think that
housing
matters.
her.
I
Well, the
don't
prince,
think.
she is a princess, right? Well, I
I
guess she is
don't.
anti-jihad right now, so.
Well, not even that. I don't think the family heads care about that. Because we saw what
No.
Traumarai did to the whole princess system. He stuck the middle finger up at it, pretty much. He was literally going to do the one thing Jihad said don't do with the princesses, marry them off.
He said he'd get approval for it.
True, but I mean, obviously we shouldn't extrapolate too much because that's Traumarai, but I mean, I don't think Edwan would care too much either, personally. But either way, he's strong. Very strong. You can't fight him and Urek together. If you leave them alone, they'll end up fighting each other. No, he's gonna pussy out. Let's just retreat. No! Oh, yes. I do not know the meaning of retreat, Mago. LATUR. Huh? I thought you loved me. What? What?
Pulling the heartstrings.
Wait a minute, Adrian, you know what this means, right?
Mm-hmm.
LATUR has a legitimate reason for disliking Urek.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right, huh?
Urek is cocking him. And the best part is, Urek isn't even trying to. Nah, I don't think Mago be trifling. I think Mago... Okay, half-half. I thought you loved me. What is he gonna say? The things I do for love? Fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog shit here? The things...
Very one-sided.
Look at it. There it is. The things I do for love. We'll continue this next time. And the sad part is, right, I still fully believe, and I could be biased here, I still fully believe that Urek could rock both of them. Because we know for a fact a part of Urek's power was overpowering Edwan. Now again, you can always make the argument maybe it's because it was Mago's power specifically getting buffed and Mago's power counters Edwan. Fuck that bullshit. Urek could do it. Urek, I think, could easily beat Edwan, and then by proxy, if Magos and LATUR is saying Edwan's strong, and I think, Urek could dog Edwan, I think he could dog LATUR too. He's just playing around. I don't know why he always be playing, but anyway. Hey! So, by the way, they'll fight each other. I don't think that's gonna matter. Her reversal is broken, but I feel like it has its limits depending on how close you are to her power level. Compared to Obrion's. Obrion, I'm gonna be honest, I barely remember Obrion's shit. What was Obrion's one? He just corrupts you or whatever? Because isn't that how he
turned into a fishman or something at some point?
Well, I know he did that to himself, but what was his special thing? Wasn't his special thing making that guy into justice? Oh, good to evil. So he corrupts. He corrupts people. Okay. Yeah,
I mean, that's the difference. He doesn't get suffering. He has to convert people.
So they become evil. They should have become evil. So
he has to Palpatine people.
Yeah, so LATUR's one is he has to kind of torture you, or at least be around for you getting tortured. But we'll see. We'll take a rain check.
He has to send you to the dungeon.
The gulag, yeah.
The dungeon master.
This is where Mago's one so far has been the straight up combat oriented one. That one is very good for combat. But either way.
Kind of does everything. It does your taxes too. It was keeping people out of the castle and everything.
Oh yeah, it's literally just anti anything almost. Just like a reversal. Anyway, we'll continue this next time. Hey, where do you think you're going? I love LATUR's face. He's so serious. She's a roulette wheel with the buffs. Oh yeah, I mean we only saw one of those, but yeah, the little gems. Oh nah, no. We cannot have this. Let's go, Mago. You really don't need to carry me in front of Urek.
He's copping a feel.
In front of Urek, bro. Come on. I mean, not that Urek cares, but the rose vine and the... Oh, yeah, I forgot about the rose one. Huh. You really don't need to carry me. Oh, shit. What the fuck is that? That looks like a
Gotta be Garam.
Garam? I feel like that's Edwan. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you're right. It could be Garam. It could be Garam. Nah, the boots are very attractive. I always say this, I'm a big leg guy. Those boots are nice. Those are army boots, though. Not very princess-esque, but... Yeah, it is Grom. This shit's gonna do nothing, by the way. Darn it. You're not... Oh, Edwan is getting involved now. You're not getting away from me. I don't understand something. Didn't Edwan just tell LATUR to back off while he fights Urek? Isn't that exactly what LATUR is doing now?
Yeah.
So why is Edwan harassing them when they're listening?
Well, it's kind of annoying just to see someone run away from you that you were fighting.
I mean, I guess, but you literally told him, let me handle Urek. Okay, go ahead. Bruh, LATUR doesn't give a fuck. Nah, Sigma. Man. What does Mago do? Yeah, Sigma's crazy. Mago is, trifling for real now. Wow. Oh, you think it was a bluff? Ah. The princess is going to get hit. What, is Urek gonna block it? No way. No way. No! Urek, no, you're simping! You're simping! Oh my god. Is Garam really the one he loves? Like, I'm questioning this shit now. What is the meaning of this? Let's just say I'm helping out a member of my cohort. Besides, you shouldn't kill a regular. I think he's exempt from the... Actually, I don't know. You think the family heads are exempt from the rules?
Probably.
You think so? I think so too, but I don't know. Because I feel like the administrators are above them, right? If there's anyone they have to listen to, it should be the administrators. But maybe the administrators give them...
Yeah, you could be right. That's a good point.
A little leeway, maybe. I don't know. Because remember, I think the administrators are there and the tower's there to spawn the next axis. And the tower, I very much believe, has its own agenda. So I think if you interfere with that agenda, family head or not, the administrators will, you know, do something. Even Gusting couldn't get back on the hell train to go to the hidden floor. I guess that's true. Yeah, that's a rule of the tower, right? Huh. So they have to be subject to it then. Or maybe he didn't want to do that because maybe he didn't want to alert Jihad. Maybe. I mean, granted, if what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, I think they can break the rule. I just think that they also have like a certain air to hold. Like, they kind of need to be representative of what they are, like family heads. Like, they can't be willy-nilly breaking the rules all the time. Like, you know, they have to keep their
has
reputation.
The best reason. Gusting is doing it to overthrow Jihad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone's gonna do it, it obviously would be him. But Gusting might
it could
not.
Be he was testing Bomb too, because he was sending him and trying to like figure out if he's, you know, he has what it takes. Because his plan kind of rests within Bomb too.
True. I mean, this is where. Do you think Gusting? I never really kind of asked this, right? Do you think Gusting? And the answer is probably no. Now that I'm thinking of it, but Gusting didn't know V was in Bomb, right?
No, I don't think anyone did.
Okay.
Everyone overlooked it. Yeah, it seemed like everyone overlooked it, except maybe some people in Thug.
I was gonna say, you think Hansung knew? I feel like Hansung knows everything.
Nah, the leader. I think Luzlike knew.
Yeah, I mean Luzlike is Luzlike, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Hansung for sure knew? Damn, okay.
Hansung knows everything.
But I always say that shit. This guy, there's so much more to him. Like, if they do not do anything with Hansung, that's going to be a big dropped opportunity. They got
Data Hansung was goated. Oh, that's a good point, too. Yeah, he was teaching Bomb these techniques. Yeah.
Damn, he was trying to.
There was a moment where V's like, oh shit, he knows how to do my stuff or whatever. It's like, this feels familiar.
Damn, that's just cool, yo. Anyway, besides, you shouldn't kill a regular. Ha! Did you really think I'd buy that? You called her a sworn enemy, but now it looks like you have a reason to protect her. I'm not even gonna bother explaining it. You came here because you wanted to fight me, right? Well, the distraction's gone. Let's fight. Oh my god, Adrian, look at this shit!
You were just playing into Mago's hands. You literally said that shit and then it happened.
Bro, you know this shit's not gonna be a fight. This shit's gonna be a spanking, bro. Like, if
he's gonna have to save the regulars.
If Urek does not grab Edwan and put him over lap and put hand to cheek, there's a problem here. Like, he's really just having fun. And it does not look like Urek is happy right now. Like, it looks like he's a little annoyed. So I'm hoping Edwan gets a good spank in here. As much as I love Edwan, there's levels to this shit, and Urek is a higher level. Data Hansung also knew much of V and Hidden Floor. I guess that's true, yeah.
Shout out to Data Hansung, one of my favorite characters.
God, man. Who you like more, Arya or Data Hansung?
Arya or Data Hansung? I think I like Data Hansung more. Look, I like Arya a lot, but Data Hansung had that sauce, and I just love the interactions with him and the regulars, because like he didn't understand who they were, but they knew who he was.
Yeah, they were scared of him.
Yeah.
And he knew, he picked up and he's like, what did my like other self do?
Yeah.
Alright, Data Hansung or Data Mashini?
Data Hansung.
Damn.
Data Mashini's great, but she's kind of like, I don't know, she didn't have as much screen time, I don't think, as
But she was knightly. She's good.
She's
Chivalrous.
I just like Hansung more. I especially like the ending too, where like Hansung says to like the Data peoples, like, "You guys were real to me." Like that shit was
That shit was
so
nice.
heartwarming. Shed a tear, a man
That
tear.
shit was good. All
Yeah,
right,
right as they're all being deleted.
Data Mashini or Data Edwan?
Um, let's say Mashini. I'm saying
Okay, okay. And I think final one, Data Mashini or Bodice?
Mashini.
Okay, all right, good. Good
Yeah, I
answer.
like Bodic, but I don't like him that much.
Hmm. You don't think it's low diff? It has to be high diff for the sake of the story. If Eric just claps the strongest version of Edwan we've seen, it would be a problem. Yeah, but that's the issue. It's the strongest one we've seen. We haven't seen current day Edwan, right? Data Urek, Data Jihad. Oh, nah, Data
I
Urek
think
for
that one's for
sure.
you.
Data Urek
Yeah.
for sure. Come on, bruh. This guy was glitching out the system because he was too fucking strong. Like, are you kidding me? Bruh, Data Urek all the way. I do like Data Jihad, though. I like how Data Jihad was like a mix of like future Jihad and like his young self. Because Data Jihad was like half and half, right? He wanted to be the king, but he obviously doesn't have the drive or like the motivation that like current day Jihad has, because he's like he knows like something's up and he wants like real Jihad to like get back to like a certain style or like a certain I don't want to say freedom, but either way. Data sworn Urek would lose to Data Jihad because the mirror couldn't capture Urek properly. Wait, what? I'm confused. Wait a minute,
Oh, like
Agent.
Data Urek didn't have his full power, so he was like capped
Yeah,
because the
but
mirror.
I don't think like I definitely think Data Urek mops Data Jihad. There's no way.
The corruption could have made him weaker, maybe too. Who knows? Because like the fact that he's corrupted.
Yeah, but how did they delete the floor? They deleted the floor with like either Gustang's like thing,
It was
right, or
some
whatever.
BS thing, yeah. It was like something that Data Gusting left for Data Edwan, and
I
it's
thought it
like
was
some
real
sort of like
Gustang.
I think it was Data version before they got deleted.
I thought real Gustang gave Bomb the thing to delete. I don't fucking know, but either way.
Nah, I'm pretty sure Edwan was the one who had it, and he got it before all the other family heads were deleted because they eventually got removed because Jihad was getting a little iffy about like having their past selves visible in this floor.
That is so crazy lore wise, by the way. Like Data Floor really
Hmm.
blew my mind. I was like, holy shit. Like he
Yeah.
killed them. Like that is crazy. And Edwin, you would think they're all friends, but Edwin was hiding from him. Like Edwin was the last survivor. Like, are you kidding me? That shit is
Hmm.
crazy. The Eric we see in Hidden Floor couldn't get copied properly. So you know how I take that? I take that as like he was so powerful they couldn't get all of his power in the system. So like they got as much as they could. Data Eric, when he was destroyed, was moving so fast his reflection couldn't be seen. And Eric said, "I'm still too damn slow." Oh yeah, no, he's definitely like not as strong as the outside one for sure, right? They didn't copy him properly, but I still want to believe that it's sort of like a max cap sort of thing, right? Like the system literally can't get all of that power in one thing. So by my logic, like he's already above, like he's kind of like max statted, but not like as powerful as real Urek, just as powerful as the system would allow. I think I like to glaze a little bit here, I know, but I still think Data Urek is like the strongest thing in there. But either way, and the sad part is like I don't think he really did anything either, like crazy. Like they didn't pit him against anyone really, but he said he couldn't do anything to Data Jihad because he was incomplete. Are you kidding me? No. Okay, that kind of shuts me down. Never mind. Man, that's some bullshit. Man, they fucked his ass up. That's some horse shit, man. Fuck. Anyway, look at this face card here, yo. I mean, I agree with you story-wise, Spagoost. Story-wise, like, what makes the most sense, logically, and, what should happen, is it should be a decent-ish fight. But I think, personally, and just, with the way the story is, if Urek is that guy, Urek should, like, just spank him, personally. Why do I think real Urek got pissed and broke the mirror? That shit's funny. I don't know. Sometimes Urek just be doing shit, man. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of this is so far back I barely remember this. Either way, let's fight Sounds good to me. LATUR, if you regain so much of your power, then somewhere out there, someone must be going through hell for love. Oh shit, it has to be for love? After all, what the? You're the counter
Oh
of
shit.
love? Wait, so does that mean he has to get rejected?
That's kind of funny.
Is that why he's a perv?
Maybe.
Urek getting pissed hundreds of years ago led to saving Rak because that's how Rak got to the hidden floor. Oh my god. But that is some wild ass shit. What the fuck?
It was like a broken piece of the mirror that the sword simp was carrying with him.
Yeah,
Sent
holy
them in.
shit. God damn. SIU, genius writing. Not in Urek though. Either way. Indeed. They don't even know I exist. And yet their love was both grand and tragic. Oh my god, you know what it could be?
Could it be the regular guy?
No. You know who it could be?
Hmm?
Maybe he's getting farmed off of what happened to V and Arlene.
That can't be it. What
Or
do you
Jihad.
mean?
Or Jihad.
What? Nah.
Because what else could be that grand
You
and
can't.
tragic?
There's no shot he's in range of that.
Well, maybe it's like lingering or something. I don't know.
Then if he has global range, then he should be able. Like he should be the strongest person ever.
Yeah. Oh, come
I don't
on,
know.
Pagoost. Fucking God, man. Nah, maybe I'm onto something here. I don't want to say it's An Jihad, right? Because it's really not
It
An
might be
Jihad.
Anjahad.
It's not An Jihad, but God, man, I missed that era. Everything could have been An Jihad. I'm still waiting for An Jihad too, but either way, this is where, like, if this is completely new, then obviously I'm wrong. But if this is a callback to something, I'm trying to think, what love was grand and tragic that we possibly know of, right? Bomb doesn't
Evelyn
exist
and
yet.
Rue.
No, because they're done. I think there is a time limit. So actually, no, it can't be them because it's too far back. Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I rescind my... Wait, I half rescind my thing. We'll see. It was like... clinging to a... Oh, no, it's this insect shit. Clinging to a centipede's molted shell. Trying to profess your love for it. Is it that weirdo lady? Oh, look who's here!
Oh, these
God.
guys didn't go into the hole yet.
No, but they're about to experience
split up.
it. Yeah, they're about to see it. So this must be the shelter. I like how it's just a slab of rock. The mayor found... Oh, so Encho told them? Oh, nah.
Maybe.
Oh, nah! Adrian, no way she's getting eaten, right?
Uh-oh.
No way she's
Aru.
getting eaten, right? Adrian, I'm scared,
Maybe they're just
bro.
eating food together.
Yeah. I'm so scared. Oh my god.
Damn, they really killed Aru, huh?
Nah, maybe she's okay. Nah, the crunch is crazy. And she's naked, bro.
Damn.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought she was a lot more dead. Like more eaten.
Why should he bleed? Yeah, I don't really know what's going on.
Is her head
Looks connected to me.
I don't know. I don't think it's connected. You think she's eating her heart? I don't think so. Because the hair is kind of above. Because I thought she was eating her head, but...
Yeah, this is still kind of gruesome to show that.
That's sad. Scroll up. I don't think so. I think it's her... Maybe it's her heart, but it's a very weird angle right here. Because this makes it look like her head is above her own head here. I don't know. That's crazy. Oh my god. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of sad I'm gonna say this. I am sad Aru died, especially like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the centipede arts are kind of going in, but I don't want to fully say it's like that. But either way, I do think it's sad, but like at the end of the day, I hate even saying this, but Aru didn't really do anything after a certain point. Like she's kind of just here. It's sad, but it was kind of
She's
whatever.
nothing bad either. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
she stopped doing anything. She used to
she's
be
very
like,
selfish, but that's about it.
yeah, but even then, she stopped being. Oh, she didn't even get an opportunity to be selfish that we saw of, at least, right? Again, she just kind of turned into an NPC. So
Mm-hmm.
it is sad, but she wasn't really doing anything. But ah, that is fucked up, bruh.
And the panels make it look pretty bad too.
Once I heard the chomping, I was like, it's over. It's over. Better R than Evelyn. I mean, 110%, yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
oh my god. I just wish she moved
Yo,
a little
Evelyn would
bit.
win.
Nah, this is
Evelyn would
crazy.
win.
It's in the fucking tub too. And then the crunching and the chomping is like, oh my god, okay, I can't see that anymore. I mean, technically, if this thing is like an animal, right? Or like a Shinwei, I don't know what the fuck this thing is, but if it's any kind of animal at all, if it touches Evelyn, wouldn't it kind of like go berserk? Maybe, hopefully.
Maybe.
It does remind me of the Face Stealer. That's crazy that you remembered the Face Stealer's name. That's crazy. Roku still got it worse. Oh yeah, for sure. But either way, that's the chapters. So that's what it is.
That was a good session, I think. That felt pretty good.
I feel like all the past sessions have been pretty decent personally, but I feel like the first chapter was kind of very short, very whatever. Not much happened besides Edwin really showing up. This is the one where a lot more stuff happened, but even then, I mean, it is moving slow, but I just don't like what we ended with, man. That is some fucked up shit. Like, damn. We really got Aru getting fucking clowned. And you know what the worst part is? Where is she? Okay, she's an okay tier. Again, she wasn't that high, but like, damn, to go like that where she's just getting Ian, that is some gruesome shit. I like this though. I think more of this stuff is needed in Tog. Like, this is some like white shit. Like this is like when White was just killing people, and I was like, oh damn, right? Like that's some good ass shit.
Like when he killed not Sola, but the other one.
I forgot her name.
The other twin.
The blue one.
Yeah.
Namo. Yeah. Even mid-test too, his death just fell so random. It does, but I like that. I like that it kind of came out of nowhere too. Like we saw
I'm okay
them
with
kind
it.
of lurking. Again, I feel bad. I don't like it, but at the same time I do. So
I think it's a good death, yeah.
Yeah, it's not someone completely like irrelevant. Well, I mean they're irrelevant now, but we knew them. We knew Aru, and now she could have had potential.
They need to make sure they make this character, like they do something with this character, the one that killed him, like, and not just get him jobbed in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I also do hope that it's also like the group reacts to this. Like it's not like okay she died.
Yeah.
Like remember when the blonde guy died? No one gave a shit. Like no one like, cared. They didn't even like say anything about him. They didn't like bury. I don't think they buried him or anything, right?
Yeah.
It's like
this would be like a haunted house episode or whatever, where it's like they're trying to figure out who the killer is or whatever, like Among Us.
God, man, I want to scroll up. It's like morbid curiosity now. Like I want to keep looking at it, but I don't like it. It's like a car crash. Yeah, they didn't even mention it. Yeah, no, I don't want to look at it at all. Like on or off.
We can look at the webtoon front page.
I know we're gonna get to that. But man, oh my god, I really hope the group reacts to this though. I'm curious if Urek is gonna say something. I think he should. Like, oh yeah, this girl was kind of on top of me. Granted, she kind of moved over to like the Chuds group, which was the loser group anyway. But man, they couldn't kill the Chud. Like, why couldn't they kill the Chud, bruh? Even though he's kind of turning a new leaf. Like, come on,
I like Chud, man. Come on.
I mean, I do too, but like, I just don't like when women die. I like women, you know. I like girls. Either way, though. So that's the chapters. Overall, Adrian, I guess you kind of said it before, but what do you think of these 2 chapters?
Yeah, but they're pretty good. Yeah, okay, I'm very happy we read 2 instead of 1.
Yes, I agree. I think the other ones were better. I think this one's good. I don't think it was as good as the previous ones. I think the first one was a little weaker because again, it was just fighting, and the fighting is a little boring. But I think it was cool when Edwin came in. But again, the fighting is always to me not too strong of a part. It's more the lore implications of the fighting, but most of it was just punching. And Edwin didn't really do anything new either. Like nothing new happened except we saw that LATUR is sturdy, and Urek is probably messing around again. So
yep.
Aside from that, I mean, it was good. It was good, not as high as the last ones, but still pretty good. So that's that. Tog used to have great fights. I don't know. I mean,
Yes, I agree.
Yes and no. I think there's a lot of fights that I didn't care about, but Elaine versus
Elaine
Bomb is
v
still your
Bomb,
favorite.
yes,
Yeah, because that one
that's
actually
an
had
excellent one.
thinking. That one you were like wondering, like, oh man, and he had a view. Yeah, because they were revealing things. I like that. Like this one was just fighting just to fight. Nah, Data Jihad versus Bomb was crazy. I do like that one too. And then all the what's it called? The oh god, what the fuck is his name?
Bomb versus White during the Delar show.
Yeah, that one was good too. Kevin was just yeah, honestly, damn. You know what it is? Because there was new stuff that was
Oh,
shown during
Yuri
all these
versus
fights.
Tiara too is a great one.
Yeah, like what new was shown here? Nothing happened here in these fights. They're just punching each other. Which again is what I
Yeah,
said it was gonna be,
I
but
feel like the style has kind of gone down in some respect too. I feel like Yuri versus Tiara was not really like a type of fight where like anything super interesting happened either. It was just kind of Yuri running the whole time
well
and
Tiara
trying to hit Tiara and not doing
transformed.
anything. But Yuri did no damage to Tiara the whole fight.
That should show you how good Tiara was.
And it just ended abruptly. But like what I'm trying to say is that it's
The
very
fight didn't
similar to like
finish,
these Uruk
yeah.
fights where there was just a bunch of explosions and stuff. And but like I think the animation was just much better. Like the choreography of it just made more sense than
Uh-huh.
like what we're seeing right now in like the Uruk story, where it's like it's just blasts and beams and stuff like that.
Yeah. I
Because Uruk
think
was moving. I mean, not Uruk. I mean, Yuri was moving. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
she
I
was moving.
I think the lore implications of a lot of the fighting too is very cool. Like when Yuri brought out what was it called? Kr- Kronos or whatever the hell it was against
Oh yeah, against Karaka.
yeah, I was like, "Oh shit, what is that?" Right? And then Karaka has his world of darkness and then Yuri
Yeah.
brought out all the
Also, they're trying to
roses.
let the regulars cross the bridge. Like they were just trying to distract Karaka the whole time. Like there's like multiple things happening at the same time.
Man, I miss when Karaka was like a threat combat wise. Now he does not feel like a threat anymore. He just feels like a helper. It's kind of sad, but incomplete Wyvry Cavan. Yeah, honestly, the more you say it, Pagoose, the more you're right, man. Fuck. Like those fights were so hype, and it's like, damn, what is going on, man? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? What the hell
Who
happened?
knows?
Man, this is some bullshit. You know what it is? It's because it's just Urek, and he obviously doesn't want to like go too crazy with Urek, but also Urek is a simple fighter. He just hits you. He hits you hard.
Yeah, they could do with some more choreography. They're just like blocking, taking a few hits. There
I mean,
isn't
that could
really
be
much
just
going
like a
on.
weakness because
Ooh, Love versus Veal is excellent. Angel and Yeon. Oh my God, the list goes on.
Jesus
These are
Christ,
all great.
it's almost like every fight almost.
Yeah. Oh, Rand versus Anak. How could we forget? I mean, they cooked it in the anime, but
They did
it
pretty.
was still good.
They did pretty alright in the anime. Yeah.
It
What
was
the
the
hell?
best. It was the part where they had the most. It's well, I wouldn't say the most, but like they tried at least.
They
And
upped the animation a little bit.
it still wasn't good though
Yeah, they upped
by
it.
by normal standards.
You know what I never understood? I mean, it was a nice thing to include, and I think we mentioned it before, but I mean, how many times have we not mentioned it at this point? But this is where, remember in the final fight versus fucking Repoletso, when like for like the 3 seconds the animator that animated the first
Yes.
episode came back when like they were
Mm-hmm.
throwing the spear, but it was only
Yeah.
for those 3 seconds where it was like good. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, why include that for only like 5 seconds? Like,
Dude, imagine the
why?
whole series was animated by that guy. Like you just copied him and had him animate the whole
AI,
thing. Dude,
use
it'd be so
AI.
much better.
Please use AI. Now, some of these AI fights are getting like decent too. I dare to say this, but I think the AI quality at its best is as good, if not a little bit worse than season 2 of Tog, anime wise, believe it or not. Because I've seen some anime like AI fights and they're decent. They're not good, but
AI
it's
has
like
potential. It
it.
does have potential. I just
Yeah,
don't like the what is it? The implications of it. Like the fact that like the only reason AI is getting pushed is because employers want to get rid of their employees as soon as possible.
please
Like
just
it's being
make
used for a
UBI.
good reason. They're just trying to push it so that they can stop hiring people and only have to rely on themselves. Like imagine we get to a point where they don't need people anymore. They have all these data centers. They already got approved. They're
All
like,
our
poisoning the
waters,
water.
yeah, all our
No one
waters
no one
fuck.
has jobs anymore. They literally don't
UBI,
even need us anymore.
UBI,
They
bro.
do everything themselves.
Then
But
the
like
AI
what
might
the
think it doesn't
billionaires
need
are
us at
saying,
all.
they're saying they're like, oh, you won't have to work anymore. But the reality is that we
can't
won't
work
have any
anymore.
money. We can't work anymore. Exactly. So it's like we will have nothing and they'll have everything.
Yeah, but
So
we need to move to either a world without money, but that could look like different things, right? Either we
yeah.
get like the bare minimum, or we just like get excess. Hopefully, it's
Yeah.
tough because knowing
My
this
issue with AI
world,
is that it's in the wrong hands. It should be like if they truly care about like, oh look, we're gonna make everything like, amazing, then like why are they um like why are private businesses like running all this stuff? Then it should be like government sanctioned or whatever. Like
y-
no one should be profiting off of it.
yeah,
Well,
but
which is
then
kind of funny
without
because they're all losing money off of it, but like
exactly, I was
basically it
gonna
needs to
say
be like
without.
government control, which means like government sanctions in the sense that like they can't like like how like they're weaseling their way into like getting contracts, just buying up poor neighborhoods and just like planting a data center there and shit. Like that stuff shouldn't be allowed. Like it's just
Yo,
like it's very corrupt whatever they're
yeah,
doing there.
yeah, but this world is the way it is. So what can we do? But either way, I do agree with you, Pagusto. It should be like human assisted with AI. Like,
Yeah.
but at that point, we still run into basically the same issue because let's just say you needed 100,000 people before to do like a job or to run like a company, like a big company, right? Like Microsoft. Well, let's just say, or Amazon. We'll use
Yeah.
Amazon, right? Amazon needs like 100,000 employees to function. Now it needs 100, but those 100 oversee like AI, right? It still needs some, but it's vastly, vastly less than like what it used to be. So at that point, you're kind of just, most of the people will not have a job. Sure, some
Yeah.
will, but it's like still like
It's
we're basically at the same thing.
it causes a kind of an issue though because then there's like a chance, well, what if something goes wrong? You only have those 100 people to act on certain things. So it's like your foundation has becomes less stable because there's
Yeah,
less people actually looking at what's going on and you're just trusting the AI and just hoping it does the right thing. Like AI is great, but like even now like it F's
it's
up a lot of
still
the time.
it's still very
And like people
bad.
are realizing right now because they're immediately trying to fire their people and then realize like we still need these people. Like this
We need
AI is not
some of
cutting it
them.
right
We
now.
need some of
Yeah.
them, not all
Some
of
of them,
them.
yeah. Well, I think that issue, I think they still need those people. I think they're just like firing people and then hiring less people. So like they don't have to pay as many. Like those people are still working like ridiculously. Like I feel like those people, like even though they're hiring less, they're still working hard to the point where like they would probably appreciate having more people.
Mm.
I don't know, it's like a weird thing. Like I think about like I was gonna bring up hospitals and stuff like that, but it's kind of hard for me to bring it up because I have like a lot of family who work in medical, so they always bring it up where it's like there's less and less doctors and like they fire people because of budget cuts, but they never really hire more people. You just kind of absorb like the people that are
The
currently
work
there
gets
just kind of
spread
absorb the
around,
workload.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it never
So
gets
it's like
easier.
yeah, so and you're kind of like you're eventually going to reach some sort of breaking point, but it's like it kind of sucks because like humans we're very good at what we do. Like we overcome stuff. So it's like what ends up happening is like it actually doesn't break. Like things keep
We
functioning.
keep
Like it
adapting.
functions worse, but it keeps like it's not
It's never
like
gonna
going to
fully break.
catastrophically
Yeah,
fail.
yeah, I know
But
what you
it's like
mean.
messed up because these people who are basically like they're getting more work because people are getting fired
They're getting
are not
run into
making
the
more
ground.
money. Yeah, like yeah, they're getting run to the ground and they're not really getting compensated for this extra work. It's just like what they're expected to do. It's like it's kind of like a workaround that like employers are doing where it's like they can
And
fire people.
shitification.
Yeah, and shitification is probably the best way to explain it, yeah. And like the workforce because you hire a bunch of people, then you fire a bunch and then you let the skeleton crew like, figure it out. And you don't have to pay them more because it's like, well, you don't get a raise, you get a raise at the end of the year.
Yeah, overall, like this is still better for the corporate side. Like it's not better for everything else. It's better for the people at the top because they're just gonna probably
Yeah.
save more money at the end for
And they only care
themselves.
about the people at the time and they're showing it like day and day, but like the people who have the money are trying to tell us that this is
Don't
good for
worry, it's
us.
fine. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but it's like they haven't shown it. Like every single at every corner they are trying
You know what
to
the
like
issue is?
screw us over.
So
There's
the
no
issue is,
regulation, there's no
uh,
laws.
of course, and there's not going to be because guess who controls the government? But let's not go
Yeah,
down that rabbit hole. But regardless, the sad reality is people also kind of accept this and put up with it, right? Part of the blame does lie with the people because they're kind of just laying over and taking it. Now, granted, we've been kind of conditioned to have that happen, right?
well
Whether
they
it be
separate us with a bunch of things. Like
I
they
was gonna
keep us
say,
entertained.
I was gonna
They
say, like whether it's through like
war
divisive things
Iran.
like politics or caring about like stupid nonsense or distracting us with media or whatever it is,
Yeah,
right? Like there's a lot of reasons why I don't fully blame people for getting misled, At the same time, people will always have some of the blame for getting misled, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have the power to change this up. It's just that we
They
have
don't
to be
want us to know
organized in order to
that.
do it.
Yeah, they
And
don't
it's
want us to
so
know that.
easy for a person with $1 billion to disorganize something. They just need to send some person to start chaos. Like it just it's very easy for them to do.
Yeah, let's not talk too crazy about this,
Yeah, our small
especially,
political podcast. This is the post reading podcast.
of course, but we shouldn't be saying this stuff too loudly. We are on Jeff
Oh yeah, it's
Bezos's
fine. The Fed's
platform.
listening.
Yeah, like, I don't want them to get any ideas. But either way,
Yeah,
yeah, I
whatever.
mean, one thing I will say though, and I'm very for AI, but obviously it needs to be done right. But I listen, whether you're for it or not, it's coming, right? No matter what, like, we can't escape it. It's here and it's coming. So this is where, even though AI identification, like, led to more people being arrested falsely, we are still in the very, very early stages of it, and we are going to have like a rough transition. I don't know how much better it will get. It will get better, but I think it's going to eventually everything can stagnate, right? Nothing I think can get perfect, but it will stagnate. But I still think it's on the up and up. But I think we're still very early on. I think it will improve, and right now, even though it's going to make things worse, I'm hoping it's just like a momentary hurdle. And then once we pass more and more hurdles, it'll either A, get a lot better, or B, it'll be Terminator, like you said. So it really depends. It really depends. But yeah, I just hope I don't have to go to work anymore. And this is where, like, it could be a little doom and gloom, sure. But at the end of the day, I really am just like, I'm not hoping for the world here. I'm just hoping, listen, it just gets me out of work. I don't mind not having too much. And that's kind of what they want, right? They want people to be like subservient and okay with certain things. And maybe I'm playing right into their hand. Maybe I was just always like this. I don't know. But I just don't want to work, bro. Now, granted, once you give people what they think they want, they're going to end up wanting more. So we'll see what's going to happen there. Because a lot of people say, oh, if I just have this, I'll be okay. I won't want anything else, really. They're fucking lying. They just don't realize it yet. But either way, are you ready to look at the homepage of Webtoon, Adrian?
Yep, I'm ready to see Urek on top.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
You can do it right from here.
God, man, I know, but I just... God,
You just can you not stop flipping? You just keep flipping through
I
it.
can't help it. I can't help it. It's bothering me. I feel bad,
You can
bro.
go into it.
Like, what would have helped if she was not taking a bath? If this was normal, I'd be like, okay, whatever. Why she gotta be naked, bro? This is like the scary movies, bro. But anyway,
Yep.
AI made people dumber. Professor gave take-home tests all the year. The average was 95 higher than the year he taught him. In 30 years, he's had to have a paper pen open book with 50% probably. Yeah, I mean, no, duh, right? But this is
Mm-hmm.
where, nah, the fact that it was
Loki
open
makes me
book was
happy because
crazy.
I'm gonna be the last smart generation or a
Yeah, I
decently
was
smart generation.
I was gonna say a lot
We're
of the younger,
competitive.
yeah, a lot of the younger people are just straight up cooked, right? And again, I don't fully blame them because they're getting like influenced by it in a way we never were because they're more susceptible to it when they're younger, right? So partially the parents are to blame, partially they're slightly
iPad
to
kids.
blame. Yeah, exactly. Like, how are you gonna blame the kid when it's really the parent who should be monitoring them, right? And handling this. But regardless, there's blame all around. The
Yeah,
biggest
it's like
thing though,
piecewise. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
overall it will get worse. I mean, this is where there has to be a breaking point, right? I truly believe all of these things, they have made life easier, and I think that's fine as long as things stay the way they are. So unless we have an apocalypse or something, right? It's generally okay, and I'll tell you why. Or at least this is my slight belief. Because things like calculators, things like smartphones and stuff, right? I used to be able to memorize my friends' phone numbers. I used to know a lot of phone numbers off my head. I can barely remember two or three now. I know my number, my house number, that's it. Any other number, I don't know. Why? Because my phone saves it for me, right? So this is where these things are improvements that make our life easier. They give us convenience, but they come at the cost of ability, right? And this is where, over time, this is always the argument people use, and they're not wrong, right? But at the end of the day, they're not wrong, but I think they're missing the point. Yes, it is making us stupider, but, and I know this is a bad sounding argument, but most of us don't need to be smart. We can be smart if we want, and that's kind of what AI is doing. it is widening the gap intelligence wise, besides wealth wise as well. But this is where what the fuck is the Rolodex, bro? What the fuck is that? I have no clue what that is. But this is where I think AI is helping certain people. So, not to toot my own horn here, but me and our TOG child, our TOG student, we use AI to learn more. We don't just take AI, get the answer, that's it, right? I use AI to sort of help me do the grunt work, right? So if I need to research something, I'll tap it into AI. I'll look at the sources it gets me to read up on them, and I do notice a lot of the sources are wrong, right? They're getting some weird ass source, but because they're conglomerating everything, if that's like even a real word. They're making
They're
amalgamation.
just going to Reddit.
Yeah, but well, sometimes yeah, it's not just Reddit though, but most of the time it is. It depends on what you ask it, but I do feel like for the majority, yes, it's making them stupid. For certain people, though, it's helping them more. And I took this AI class as a part of my job where this guy is teaching you how to use like ChatGPT. It was an amazing class. This guy was like a genius because he was using like multiple AIs at once at the same time. He was using I forgot what it was called, like Crisp, I think, or some bullshit like that. Where it was an AI that like transcribed your voice more clearly, right? Because you know how you could speak to the AIs if you press like the mic icon? They have like a different AI that like accurately can get your voice. So it's like when you transcribe your voice using like the regular mic thing on either the phone or the PC or whatever, right? It's not fully accurate. This thing is insanely accurate. So he was using one AI and combining it with another because that AI was specialized to hearing his voice, right? So and then he showed us like how to automate things. So it will make smart people and people who know how to take advantage of it smarter, right? Now I'm not saying I'm one of those, but I use AI to learn and it's helped me learn a lot easier. Back in the day, if I needed to learn something, I need to go to Google, I need to search up all these web pages, I need to kind of take longer to find out the answer. AI kind of helps me cut through the bullshit and I could get to the answer faster. It essentially eliminates a lot of the grunt work. But not everyone uses it like that. Most people just see what it says, they take that as the answer, there you go. A lot of people don't fact check it, a lot of people don't do their due diligence. So it makes the stupid people stupider and the smart people more well off in a way, if that makes sense. It's an old timey phone book people wrote numbers on. Let me see. You sent it. Let me see this shit. Maybe I do know it. No, I do not know that. Damn. I mean, I remember I just kept like a notepad and I just wrote people's numbers and then eventually I just memorized them, but I cannot do that shit no more. Kind of. I'm half. And similar to what Adrian said, this is the kind of the thing I do like. Because I use AI in this way and I kind of knew how to do stuff without I feel like we are like the last generation who are like in high demand. Because after us, again, they're cooked. Like they're just not as good as us. Sure, they could use AI. Maybe they're even better with AI, right? Maybe they know how to prompt right or some shit. Who the fuck knows? But if we ever get into apocalypse or AI takes a while to get going or you just don't have internet connection or something, who are you going to turn to? Not them, us.
AI might
So
be in shitified too. Like, I don't think it's gonna be as free as it is forever.
we'll see. Because they're already putting
Like,
ads in, but we'll see.
yeah, like the more expensive ones, like Claude and whatever, like you already have to pay like a ridiculous. Like the jump from like Google AI to like the corporate ones is
Mm-hmm.
like a massive jump in pricing.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. So like and you know, as we know, they're not making a lot of money like at all,
They're
really,
hoping
with
it's going to be
their
profitable
stuff.
eventually.
So eventually, like I mean, if I'm looking, I'm just kind of like making an estimate here. It's like they're gonna have to start charging people for this stuff. So
Well, they already
that's what I
do.
see.
It's just, do you pay
But
for the
like
premium
more,
one? They're making
yeah.
the free one shittier and they're making the premium one more needed. But,
Right.
you
So like the
know,
stuff that these, you know, you're saying the kids rely on it right now, like it might not be the same thing. It could be worse, you know?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, Pagoose, don't get me started on comp sci majors, bro. They are just fucked.
Yeah.
They really are. Like,
They
it's
had it too good for too long though. They've been working from home like forever and
yeah,
they're
but
getting paid hella bread.
to be
Also,
fair though, this is kind of what it's turned into right now. I'm sure it's
uh-huh.
gonna get worse, right? But I kind of heard before it's like before AI, you needed to be like the top 50. Like if you're the top 50 in terms of like your coding skills, you're good, right? Now that's shifted to if you're not the top 10, you're fucked.
Yeah, no, that's true. It is significantly harder. And I feel bad for the people who are like trying to get in like before AI, but then like it dropped like right when they're
They can't really
finishing
switch
college. You know
now.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Because like
they
not
can't
only
pivot
are they
anymore.
like in a place that they thought was high demand, but like now they're also in that like, you know, fresh out of college stage where it's like you need experience to get experience. So it's like
Good luck. Welcome to
a
life.
double slap in the face. Yeah.
It's
Playing
fucked
life on
up.
hard mode.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just the way life is sometimes, man. Shit. Like
Some people
you
just
can't
get
really
fucked.
predict this sort of shit. It's
This
crazy
is,
because when I
it's
was
like
going to
this.
college, like everyone was saying that like comp sci is the way to go.
They were
Like you'd be a fool
glazing
if you didn't
that
go to comp
shit.
sci. Like you don't even need to know how to code. Just like take it, learn the stuff, and like you'll be so chilling.
Yeah, now no one will take comp sci.
No one
Like,
wants to do it. Yeah.
I wonder when the professors are gonna start getting axed, because that shit is definitely dropped in demand. There's like no way.
Mm.
But either way, it's literally this. This is the comp sci like image right here.
Yeah. Post AI. I mean, back in the day, everyone was thinking it was like a gold rush essentially.
Yep.
Man, I hate sales engineering. Sales engineering, you gotta like fly around and like go talk to people. I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah. So
Oh,
anyway,
okay. What do we got here?
so let's see. So the Mafia
Well, just look at the
Nanny.
bottom. You can see the genre on it.
Oh, popular.
Right
Oh,
below
because
Mafia
this is.
Nancy.
Well, let's go to popular
No, right
then.
before you can see the oh, okay.
So this is, I believe, a gay romance from what I could tell
I
from the
like that they're
thing.
winning. That's a plus one.
That's cool, yeah. We have another romance,
Mm-hmm.
Unordinary, I think is a romance, kind of.
Nah, it's kind of like Tog adjacent. I think it's like a school. It's what SIU always wanted to write. I guess like school superhero type shit. It's a little
Uh-huh.
dark too. It's not a bad thing, but I kind of hate that it gets publicized by Webtoon, whereas like Tog doesn't, and Tog has been there significantly longer
Mm.
and kind of carried it. Yeah, it's not
Mm.
bad. There was a certain point
Do,
in Unordinary where it's like I wanted to stop watching because it was like annoying me.
oh God.
There's like a certain
Do you think I
I'd
should
call it the
take
dark
the
twist of Unordinary. I was like, man, I can't watch this shit anymore. It's just stupid. But
Do you think I
I
should
think
take the
it's pretty
filter
good.
off at this point? Do you think that's safe to do, or
I don't think it really matters. I think it's still visible without it, but if you want to. Yeah,
eh,
manufactured attention. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like, why don't they just do this? But it's like obviously they're not going to do it because they're in a story. Like there's a very clear solution, but they just keep like arguing with each other.
what
I don't
the
know.
fuck is happening to this dude? Oh
I
my
don't know.
God. I mean, listen, we see a lot of romance here. What is this one? Bloodbath of the Fallen Gran? The
This one
Reborn
slipped through the
Hero.
cracks. You won't see it there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a new thing.
I've been seeing a lot of Fogland, by the way.
Oh, word?
Yeah, like I've been seeing ads for it. Like, I don't know if it's good or not, but it's definitely getting shilled.
I used to see LXC a lot too, actually, right next to it. Like when I used to watch Tog back in the day, and I was like watching like Korean monologues, like LXC was always next to it too.
Cinderella Boy, on the way to meet mom, sweet romance, spicy roommate.
You're not safe for work. That's
It's
just on
true.
Tuesday. What do we
Yeah,
got on Wednesday?
let's see Wednesday. Ties that bind us, okay. Okay, some of
Okay,
these
they
look
started with some whatever you call it, shonen type
jungle
shit.
juice, okay. I
Their
only
Jungle
need
Juice
our
is actually pretty
child,
good.
okay, alright.
I think someone in the server was telling me about it. Like I think James was telling me.
Interesting.
I read it though.
So is there anywhere else you want to go here?
That was pretty much it. Just the front page was kind of what I was looking for.
Okay. What do you mean by when it was line, Pagoost? What does that mean exactly? Like, was it like something different that they like split
It was
from
bought by
somewhere?
another company or something.
That's what I'm
I don't know the
assuming.
specifics. I used to watch it, but I didn't really know anything about Webtoon.
Is there a... Oh, here it is, rankings. Let's see the rankings. So number 1 is Mafia Nanny. And then number 2 is the stupid kid thing. The
It's the
Egg
same top five
Project.
because this is just the trending.
Yeah, the Archduchy's Fierce Little Captain. Why is it like little kids now? Like they got younger. High class homos. Dungeon crawler car. Okay, see this one
That's an
doesn't look like
unskippable
romance.
title.
Yeah, This one doesn't look like romance at all here. And Paranoid Mage also doesn't look like romance. We got some hope here, I think. I think there's some hope. Mostly
Yeah.
romance, but oh, Clinic of Horrors. I've seen this character around. I had no clue it was from here though. Huh. Maybe meant
Honestly, I
to
feel like there is
be.
probably a lot of good like diamond in the rough type shit in webtoon. It's just hard to find.
Originals, let's see. Daytime in the Bunker. I Love Yo. The Price is Your Everything. Okay, this wasn't in my adoption plan. Some
They're
of these
saying
titles are
drama, but
so
I think they're all
funny.
kind of I think they're all romance. I think drama essentially means
Well,
okay.
well, this is
Oh, they're
supposed to be
categories.
fantasy.
Tog is supposed to be there.
Yeah, where the fuck is Tog, yo? Original's at the top. Oh, my bad. Here we go. So Superfish, the Mafia Nanny, Down to Earth. I've seen a lot about Down to Earth and Fogland.
They put in the subway.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's mainly where I saw it.
Why didn't they put Tog in the subway, bro? That shit
They
would have
don't
popped
deserve
off.
that. Where is Tog on this list? I feel like we always do this. We look for Tog, and it's
It
not
could
here.
you could control F it maybe.
Well, let's see. Oh, there's Urek. Oh shit.
Oh shit! Wait, hold up.
Okay, we got on something.
W, big W.
When it was line and you clicked on Sunday, Tog was at the very top. Oh, so they were truthful.
Yeah, they actually went by the number.
See, this one looks cool. Bad Born Blood. That one looks pretty cool. Missy.
Go read it later.
Yeah, I'm employed. Nina
Where's
Lives
Hero
Alone.
Killer?
That one looks kind of sad. Nina Lives
The only other one
Alone.
I read is Hero Killer.
Don't read this. See, that one is interesting. Okay. We got some ones I
Horror.
would click on. Horror? Oh, it is
That's what
horror.
it says, yeah.
Oh shit. Even when it was hiatus, it was still at the top. That's insane. Something is killing children. Graphic novel. Oh my god. This guy just has a brick. Okay, this is pretty interesting.
There's some good cover arts. I'm kind of like intrigued just looking at a lot of these.
I like the titles. The titles are cool too. The Return of the Disaster Class Hero. I think I've heard about this one on TikTok.
I think we keep talking nice, they'll sponsor us.
Of course, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Adventures of God. This looks like something on Machinima.
I was about to say the same thing. Or like a mini clip game or something.
This shit looks crazy. Zombie funeral services and 44th period survival class. Look at the art for those. That looks kind of morbid.
It's like one comes after the other.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay, and that's basically it.
Alright,
Okay,
we're done,
cool.
so.
Alright. So yeah, overall, I mean, very, very long ending here, but that's fine. You understand the business strategy, Sally. You think Webtoon understands that everyone knows where to read Tog and there's no need to advertise it. That's so stupid to me, right? Because the main question will be like this, right? If Tog is doing this good on its own, imagine if you did push it to more people.
It would bring more people to the site to check the other stuff.
Exactly. I mean? It would literally help everything. So I don't want to like insert myself here when I don't even know if it's that accurate, right? But I'll put it to you like this. I work out like an animal, right? Now I'm sure Adrian is very well familiar with this. I barely get sleep. I'm kind of eating like shit again because I broke my diet. But the main thing is the sleep, right? I work out like crazy. I have no rest days and I don't really sleep a lot. If I slept properly and had proper rest days, how much stronger could I be, right? It's like I imagine that with like Tog, like we're giving Tog no support and it's doing this good. Imagine if we did help it. I'm not saying like it needs it. Obviously, it doesn't need it. It's surviving on its own and it's thriving on its own. But imagine you did give it the help. I feel like it would go crazy.
Korean One Piece. Also, that's how you wouldn't have to worry about as much too. I feel like he kind of does struggle a little bit. At least at some point in his career, he was struggling like financially.
Yeah.
When I feel like at no point he really deserved it.
Yeah, I remember we read the Tog post where he said like, "Oh yeah, I don't have to worry about like leaving the heat on now. Like he doesn't have to like budget the
the
temperature anymore."
Like he should be comfortable.
Damn. Especially for how much like popularity Tog has garnered. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah. But either way. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We got our answer with the webtoon shit. I just keep staring at sweet romance, spicy roommates. What is that shit, bro?
He's gonna check it out later.
No, I can't. I'm employed. Maybe when I'm unemployed, maybe. But anyway, that's gonna be it. So overall, let's see what you said here, Pagoose. That was a long time ago. You should be a millionaire now. Has 2 mobile games. You would think that, and I would hope that, but you never know how often like people get gypped. I just hope like SIU isn't the one taking or getting taken advantage of, but you never know. But he seems to be okay. Hopefully now. Hopefully now it's a labor of love and not a labor of he needs to do it to survive. But that's out of my purview. But either way, that's gonna be it for us. Overall, Adrian, you think the chapters are still good now that it's sat for a couple minutes?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Aru?
It is what it is, man. I was very sad, but like I think it's a decent death. We'd have to follow up to see if it gets respected enough. Like, you know, if it becomes a true horror moment where like everyone gets to see it and everything.
I just hate
It has
that
potential.
she was naked, bro. Why would she was naked and vulnerable? I mean, it's the best time as a predator to do it, but like,
Yeah.
goddamn, bro, that's
She
so
was the only
sad.
girl in the group too, so there was like no one else there to be with her.
Evelyn?
Really?
Oh, Evelyn
Well,
wasn't
like
there
in
with
the
them.
group,
Yeah,
yeah, they weren't in the shelter
yeah.
yet.
I mean, it was a small group though. I wonder how they got that split up. Like, it doesn't seem like they'd be like that split up. And then it makes you question, right? If the mayor told them to come, is that pre Aru death? Is that post Aru death? There's a lot of.
I don't think the mayor is to blame here. This seems way
No,
too early to be pointing fingers.
I'm not saying he's to blame, but I'm saying what if they're making the mayor get more victims? Potentially.
I don't know.
Because did the mayor just call them over to say, hey guys, we found a cool spot here, you know, before Aru died? Or maybe while she's dying, I guess, right? Or did the Aru stuff happen? And then the mayor told them to come, but he's kind of being coerced into doing that. How the fuck did he tell them too? I'm
Oh, I
assuming
know
not
what you
out of
mean. Yeah,
pocket.
no, they probably told him out of pocket. Yeah, I know what you mean now. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so very interesting stuff. I'm probably thinking too much into it, but either
They
way.
probably didn't find out because that was literally the last thing that happened on screen.
Yeah, I'm assuming
They
that
probably don't
too.
even know that it happened.
Yeah, it's either happening at the same time or like they don't know yet. But
Mm-hmm.
either way, some interesting stuff to go over next time. But that's pretty much going to be it for us. Our nice 2-week little adventure here with some nice, juicy end of episode discussion, which I always love doing. I always say we should do a podcast, but I don't think have the audience for it. But I definitely think
It's
we have a lot
oversaturated.
to. Yeah, it's oversaturated too. And who the fuck are we, right? Who the hell wants to talk or hear about us talk about stuff? But I think it'd be interesting. I think we have a good dynamic. We just need more people. But either way, SAU gets 30 cents per 100 views, and he gets millions of views. So
I think he's in the billion now, or
I don't know. I don't want to
like
look it
1
up. I don't want
billion
this
per talk.
extending too much
All right,
over
wrap it
here.
up.
But yeah. But either way, that's gonna be it for us. Great session. To me, not as good as the other ones, but still good. But either way, that's gonna be it for us for now. We hope everyone enjoyed. As always, we do this live at Twitch TV/Tecnics channel on Monday, usually on release at 9, but sometimes a little later. And as always, if you want to know exactly when, even though it's around the same time anyway, that we will go online, or if there's any updates or anything, you can look at my Twitter, also known as x.com/Tecnics channel. And if you're sick, dying, or dead and you missed the live stream, you can catch the VOD at a delay at youtube.com/Tecnics. Anyway, that's about it. Hope everyone enjoyed. See you guys next time. Eee!